Had a pretty good size lead Saturday, and you guys let it slip away. So what was the difference between those two games for your team?
Overall it was a great weekend. I just think the difference was playing a good team like ISU. They're going to get their opportunities. They're going to score their goals. And I think we ran out of gas at the end on Saturday. We slightly changed our approach when they did start scoring goals. Instead of coming right back at them and attacking, we kind of backed off on our heels a bit, went into a little bit of a shell. And when you do that against a good team that has momentum, they're just going to keep scoring goals. So, part of it was guys trying to conserve energy to make it to the end of the game. The other part was just guys, kind of holding on the faith and hope that we can hold on to it and make it to the end. So, we talked about it this past week in practice, where it's about consistency. You don't change the way you play no matter what, whether you're up 10 goals, down 10 goals, tie a game. And we just need to keep that mental focus.
And there's a couple good bright spots you guys had. I think it was 4 or 5 power play goals in the weekend. And your first line with Boris, Leon, and Rosinski had 16 points. What was working, first of all, on the power play that made it so successful?
Yeah, it's repetitions. The more repetitions you have with the same personnel makes a big difference. And I think we're getting into that level where guys are understanding. They know where to be, but they're understanding where everybody's gonna be, and when crazy things happen, they're keeping it simple. They're making the easy passes. They're building on the momentum that we have and executing. That's the biggest thing. You don't reinvent the wheel on the power play, on the penalty kill, regular strength. It doesn't matter. You just execute, and that's our biggest thing. Is they're doing it, and they're doing it with confidence.
And secondly, like I said, the first line had 16 points combined. It's nice to see your first line producing that many points, but what kind of stress does it put on the other 3 lines to produce so you don't have to rely on those top 3 forwards?
Yeah, we have to get production from everybody, and you can't depend on one line. It's a talk we've always had about having depth, making sure you're getting production from your depth. So it's great to get a lot of points from line 1, but we gotta find relief and make sure our other guys are not holding back and just waiting for them to do the heavy work. It can't happen. I know guys, everybody wants to produce, but it's just a matter of having that confidence and making it happen. So I have high expectations. I think a couple of our other lines are going to put up good numbers this weekend.
And for you, what was the difference that was working for the first line and not the other 3 lines? Was it they were just getting better bounces, or were they creating their own opportunities?
They had good patience with the puck. They never got rattled with pressure. They never got rattled with a last-second decision, and it created better opportunities. A team like ISU puts a lot of pressure on you, but that first wave, you can beat that first wave of pressure, you're going to have odd-man breaks. And that's what they did. They made the indirect passes. They kept their feet moving, made the simple pass, and kept going. And where some of our other lines, they try to make the tough pass. They try to make that extra move when that pressure comes, where the guys doing the work away from the puck, the guys that are supporting the puck carrier are the ones that are going to make things happen. And that's what when Boris has the puck, that's what Leon and Rosinski do best.
Today you guys take on DePaul. They're ranked number 4 in the region. What can we expect from this DePaul team that's really streaky? I think they won their first 7, then they lost 6, and now they're on a 3-game winning streak. So what can we expect from DePaul?
A lot of offense. They're another team like an ISU or like a Missouri State that they'll give up 1 goal to get 2. They've got great offensive power. Their depth and defense is average, and I think you can see their streakiness is when their goalies and defensemen are doing their job well, they're going to win games. But at the same time, if they're not putting pucks in the net, they're going to give up a lot of goals too. So, we just got to be sure that we get them on their heels and we take advantage of the opportunities that we have. I think that's going to make the biggest difference.
Well, Anthony Cantillo is still out. He's going to be out till at least Christmas break, he said. Is there any other injuries lingering from ISU, or is it just the normal bumps and bruises?
Mainly just bumps and bruises. Everybody's back and healthy. We're missing Coletta today. Coletta has a school obligation he couldn't get out of, which is, you got to do that first. But he'll be back this weekend. No injury or anything on his side. So otherwise, and the other big news is that Stetzinger is done for the year. So he's got a shoulder injury that he can't continue to put pressure on. He can't continue to injure. So his recovery is about 8 months. He's hoping to get back as early as possible and get ready for next season.
So with Stets out, are you guys going to call up anybody from D3, or are you just going to roll with one less defenseman?
This weekend we've been playing with 7, scratching guys from time to time. So Obviously, today we're starting with 5, so we'll be a little short-handed, but we do have Jake Jotch that can jump back to D if we need him. Otherwise, we'll play with 6, and if there's another injury, we'll talk about bringing a guy up from D3.
Well, Alex Hare got both starts, his first 2 starts since the Friday game in Florida. Played really well on Friday, not a little shaky on Saturday. Are we expecting him to be back in goal this week or today?
We're giving Hare a break today. Bonden's going to start today. But we look to see Hare back in the net tomorrow.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck. Hopefully we come out with 2 wins and start the showcase off on the right foot.
Great, thank you.
And that was the interview I had with NIU D2 head coach Chuck Ronaldo, and the big news in that interview was Danny Stetzinger out for at least, he said, 8 months with that shoulder injury. So Stets only had 2 points, he had a goal and assist in 14 games. But like you were telling me, that's a big loss on the defense.
Oh yeah, I mean he's probably your 3rd or 4th best defenseman on this team. I mean that is a huge loss, and like Coach said, it limits them to 7 defensemen because they only are now down to 5 or 6. So stamina is going to be a big key tonight. See how these defensemen work without Stets and that 7 defensemen out there. So let's see how they do. But I liked what he said about getting production from other lines, because that's actually one of my keys to the night, is that you need other production from other lines besides just the first line. You need some depth scoring. That's one of my keys. And then my second key is you have to stop the top scorers of Joe Sanchez and Nick Oliver, who have both 29 points on DePaul. So those are the big scorers for DePaul. And you have to get to these shaky goaltenders on DePaul.
Yeah.
Of number 30, Nick
Vittori,
yeah, and both of them are over 3. Both of their goalies are over 3 goals against. So I'm not sure who's starting tonight, but you got to get to these shaky goaltenders, get some shots on goal, and try to get some goals on these guys.
Well, Nick Bonin is going to get the start in goal for the Huskies. Nick is 2-1, 4.78 goals against average, and an 88 save percentage. And those numbers are not indicative of how well he's played overall for the Huskies this season.
Yeah, he's had a pretty good year, because every start that he's had, it's always a good start. It's never that he gives up a lot of the times he gives up goals, but it's not really his fault. A lot of the goals aren't his fault, but he's done very well this year.
Well, starting lineups for your Northern Illinois Huskies, it's going to be that first line, Leon Rosinski and Boris. They have 83 combined points for the season, and they had 16 against ISU last weekend. Hickey and Schwartz on defense, and like we said, Nick Bonin starting in goal for the Huskies. Now DePaul comes in this game winning they won their first 7 games, then they went on a 6-game losing streak, and now they've won 3 straight coming into this game. So a very streaky team, but they can score a lot of goals.
Yeah, and you see in the first line they have Joe Sanchez and Nick Oliver, so that's kind of their Rosinski and Leon on their line, because they really have been amazing this year with both 29 points and 93. Christian DeVito, who's had a lot of points too this season, so that's going to be a tough line to stop, so we need to stop that line to win this game.
Well, for DePaul, first of all, on the blue lines can be Ryan Murray and Anthony Sangiacomo. Sangiacomo 18 points, Murray has 9, so good production on their back end. Forwards are going to be Sanchez, Petro, and DeVito in goal. It'll be David Kettlehut, 6-4, 3.09 goals against average, and an 88 save percentage. But the big thing for DePaul, everybody on this team is a returning player from last year's squad, minus only 5 guys.
So that's
only 5 either freshmen or transfers for DePaul. Everybody else was back from last season.
And that's pretty good. You like to have that veteran presence. Yeah, that's what the word I was looking for. Presence in your team, and so they really like that. And NIU have a lot of returning players as well. I mean, I think they only have a couple freshmen.
Yeah.
So that's very good for them too. I mean, they got both these teams have a lot of veteran presence on their team. So this is going to be a very good game tonight.
Well, both teams are announced. Referees are out on the ice, and it's time for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have the puck drop between DePaul University and your Northern Illinois Huskies. So coming into this showcase, all 4 teams in the D2 category, so it would be Northern Illinois, ISU, DePaul, and Robert Morris, all ranked teams in the ACHA. DePaul is 4, we are 15, ISU is 1, and Robert Morris is 12. So we're going to play teams that are all ranked above us. And this is going to be a good test for the Huskies all weekend long, especially coming, you're going to play ISU for the 3rd time in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You're going to play Robert Morris for the 3rd and final time. And then you have DePaul today, and then you'll have them come to Fox Valley later on in the season.
Yeah, I mean, obviously all these teams are going to be very good this weekend. It's going to be a tough weekend for NIU, but I really think that they are good enough to beat all these teams. They are probably, I think, better than ISU, and they showed that they can be better than ISU last weekend. They just ended up losing that second game, which they shouldn't have. But it's going to be a good weekend and a good game right here.
So it'll be DeVito and Rosinski in the face-off circle. And we're underway here, and Huskies win the face-off, and the puck gets sent in to the right of Nick Bonin, where Troy Hickey can control. Backhands it out for Boris, near side half boards, but it's dumped in by Ryan Murray, but not deep enough where Hickey can corral the puck. He spins, avoids a check off the boards for Boris, but not out as DeVito has that one tipped out in front off Nick Oliver's stick. Oliver battles with Shorts in the far side corner. Now puck comes around behind Nick Bonin. Huskies still trying to get out of their zone, and they do. Hickey for Boris, looking for Rosinski through the center of the ice, but it's taken now by Nick Oliver. Oliver takes a shot from the blue line that's blockered away by Bonin, and it comes out in front, but Hickey's there to corral. Saucer pass now for Nick Leon. Leon looking for Rosinski. He's going to find him. There's a shot saved by Kettle, heading rebound, and Leon just misses it. And as he went to go stop, knocks the net off the moorings. Whistle stops play. 19-10 left in the first. Just underway here. DePaul in Northern Illinois.
Good first rush there by Northern Illinois and Rosinski and Leon. The dynamic duo there of almost getting the goal, almost got that garbage goal rebound, but just couldn't quite get it in there. But I'm really impressed by the size of number 23, Nick Oliver, on DePaul, because he looks like he's about 6'4", 6'5" on skates, so he's going to be tough to stop.
It'll be Ersting and Remley, and Ersting wins the faceoff. Puck is into Paul's zone. And they come out through center ice. That's Steve Brooks. He gets it in the Husky zone, far side half boards. Now in the corner, Remley and Lundgren battle for the puck. Now Ersting has it, looking for a centering attempt. Actually looked like he went for a shot, and Greenberg takes it away from him. Greenberg and Sukel up on the rush. Greenberg and Sukel on a little bit of a scoring drought. Greenberg looking for a centering pass. He finds him. That's Sukel. Now shot from the point from Pickett. And a good diving play there, broken up by Volpe. Here's Greenberg in neutral ice. Now back for Hurley, now for Greenberg. Through the center of the ice, and Pickett's going to get it into the offensive zone. Not deep enough, but the Huskies are going to go for a change. Now comes Rosabio. Rosabio now gives it for Lundgren. Lundgren for Ersting. Ersting gets in, takes a shot, sticked away there by Nick Bonin. And Hickey corrals the puck. Hickey for Bach, far side boards in front of the Husky zone. Hickey wins to the puck. They have a 2-on-1. Hickey and Pouncer. The shot goes over the crossbar off of Hickey's stick. Puck near side half boards for Skimeka. And Bach battle there, and the puck gets sent all the way down. And that's going to be icing. 17:53 left in the first period. No score.
And you see LJ Skimeka out there. You did not get to see him last weekend on Saturday because they were going with 7 defensemen. But now that they've lost Coletta, he's out tonight with the school stuff. With school always comes first with these guys, and then also losing stats. So you're going to see LJ for the rest of the season probably here with 6 or 7 defensemen.
It'll be Ersting, and a bad drop there by the referee, so we'll do it again. It'll be Ersting and Nedzala. And yeah, like you said, LJ was a healthy scratch last weekend. The Huskies dressed 3 goalies like they are tonight because of Alex Sayre, who took a shot to the back of the head in the Friday night game.
Yeah, it's going to be a short bench tonight with less forwards and probably less defensemen with a couple guys out.
And that's where you like, here's Rob Bach with a shot, and that goes just to the wide glove side on, it would be Kettlehut. Now Ersting controls. Now it's to the left, now to the right of Kettlehut. Out through the the DePaul zone, backhanded by Porter. Porter's going to get out through center ice, picked off there by LJ. No offsides as the Huskies had to touch up. Here's Troy Hickey now in the Husky zone. Up through the boards for Bach. He finds Pounds. Here's Brian Pounds with a shot. That gets blocked out in front there by Drell. And the DePaul Blue Demons doing a good job of blocking shots and getting in those shooting lanes to not allow the Huskies to get any kind of shot off. And it comes out in front of Kettle Hut, but it's controlled there by Dotson. Dotson out through center ice for Porter. Porter has it, and he's going to dump it into the Husky zone. And they're going to go off for a change. In on the forecheck is Petro. Petro has himself taken off by Schwartz. And Maher has a blowout. There's that fourth line. We only saw them maybe about 6 or 7 shifts in the whole weekend, as that one's deflected wide on Bonin against ISU last weekend. Here's Troy Herlin. And he's just going to get it out to center ice where Petro can control. Now sent in by Murray. And Bonin controls. Now for Schwartz. Backhanded is Orico. Excuse me. Orico has it. Now gives it over for Feldman. And DePaul keeps it in. Here's Ryan Murray left point. Now Joush has it up off the boards, but kept in nicely by Ryan Murray. It's a shot. It gets deflected up over the crossbar of Nick Bonin. Here's Gorzica now. Gorzica, Herlin, and Joush battles. A short side save made by Bonin. A centering attempt, and Huskies did a good job of getting over there to help their goaltender out. Here's Kevin Schwartz now. Up off the boards looking for Herlin. That pass was too hot to handle. And finally, Herlin's going to get it out of the zone, and the Huskies can go for a change, as Schwartz was out there for quite a while. Here's Nick Leon now, looking, spinning around left face-off circle. Now back to the point for Boris, and he's going to fling it in the far side corner boards. Rosinski, good check there by Leon to take his man off the puck to keep the puck in the DePaul Blue Demon zone. Now around near side half, Bort's taken there by Oliver. And DePaul's going to come out through center ice wearing those New York Ranger retro jerseys. Kind of like that jersey look.
Yeah, DePaul, that's a cool jersey. I like it too.
Here's Pickett out through center ice over the Steel logo. He takes a shot, and Kettle Hut safely blocks it away as Leon gets taken down in front of the net. No penalty called. Here's Rosinski escaping a check, but can't escape too as Oliver comes out. Oliver's got a one-on-one with Hickey, and he does a nice job of getting in the shooting lane and blocking the shot. Here's Oliver now, back to the point. Here's Rosabio with a shot, and that didn't have much on it. It fluttered just to the blocker side of Nick Bonin. It's going to stay in the Husky zone, but now taken by Boris out to center ice. And it's taken by Oliver. Pickett tried to break it up. Here's Oliver, now spins it down for Sanchez. He spins around. Now back up for Rosabio with a shot, and he towed it away. Went off right off the toe of Nick Bonin, and Rosabio gets it back. And they can't handle it. Brooks can't handle the pass, and they have to regroup out through center ice. 14-13 left in the first. Still no score here at the Edge Ice Arena. Here's Nick Remley, the captain. The home captain. Brad Bach is the away captain. Here's the giveaway now taken by Volpe with a shot, and it's blocked away there by Nick Bonin. And right now it is all DePaul, as they cannot get out of their own zone are the Huskies. Here's Ersting. He flings it right in front of Bonin. Pickett can't get it out. Here's another shot off the goalpost. That was off of Volpe's stick, and DePaul is coming hard. And that first line has been out there for quite some time, and it's going to be an offsides, and that is a saving grace for the Huskies. 13:37 left in the first, no score.
Well, I mean, DePaul was really just doing a good job there, forechecking and keeping that puck in the zone, and we really could not get it out. Like you said, that first line of the defense was out there for a while. Hickey and Herlin were out there.
Yeah.
Hickey and Schwartz, or Hickey and Pickett were out there, actually, and they were just out there for a while. So, I mean, it was really good that they finally got that offsides from DePaul.
Now it's taken by Drell. Drell over for Petro. And now out through center ice, in come DePaul. Here's a shot, it just goes wide to the glove side of Bonin. I believe that was off the stick of Porter. And Greenberg has a 2-on-1 with Sukel. If he can corral it, he does. Saucer pass, there's a shot, and it goes through the blue paint. Little give and go with Sukel and Greenberg. Another shot Kettle Hut blocks out. And the puck is in the DePaul zone, now spun around in by Herlin. Greenberg's there. Now Sukel near side corner boards with Porter, and Greenberg wins the puck. Trying to keep it in, and Herlin can't. And out through center ice. Good pick off there by Skameka on Dotson. And it's going to be offsides. 12:48 left in the first. No score, but I would have to say that the Huskies have had the more grade A opportunities so far in this first period.
Yeah, and it really just they've kind of been missing the goal. Really, like you said, they've had a lot of good opportunities, but they just haven't been able to put it on goal, just over the crossbar, just by the blue paint. So really, they just need to get more pucks on net to try to get that goal, the first goal of the night. But somehow we are up 1-0 right now.
Yeah, the scoreboard still hasn't changed 0-0. It started even in warm-ups.
Yeah.
You go to like. It's like they give us a free goal.
It's like they're looking for us to win this.
Yeah,
they want us to win it.
That's fine.
That's fine with us.
I mean, yeah, that's fine with me. Here's Rob Bach out through center ice for Remley, but that goes off his stick, and the puck bounces back into the Husky zone. Bonnet stops it for Schwartz. Now Hickey. Hickey up off the boards, but taken by Murray. Here's a shot, and it gets deflected out in front by Orico. And Bach has it now. Now for Schwartz, still in the Husky zone. Remley for Bach off the boards and out to center ice. Now here's Sangiacomo. Sangiacomo sends it into the left to Bonin. Here's Kevin Schwartz now, looking for Pounds. He finds him. Now for Bach. Bach falls down but still makes a hit. And the puck gets sent in the DePaul zone where Ryan Murray can control. Ryan Murray out through center ice. Good hip check there by Nick Leon, where it's taken by Orico. Orico up off the boards, trying to get it deep. In on the forecheck is Sangiacomo along with Feldman. Now Boris has it, and he finds Nick Leon. Here's Justin Rosinski, 2-on-3. Leon back pass for Boris with a shot. Kettlehut stunned, but he makes the save. And the puck comes out through center ice. Here's Nick Oliver. Nick Oliver move around Hickey, and Bonnet's going to stick that one away. And Hickey can take it. Up off the boards looking for Rosinski. But Steve Brooks beat him to the puck of DePaul. Brooks dumps it in deep to the left of Bonnet, taken now by Troy Hurlin. Troy Hurlin backhands it out to center ice over the Steel logo. Remley gives a little jolt there. And DePaul trying to regroup in the neutral ice. Now it is Nick Oliver, that's DeVito now. DeVito has it, Boris has it, Boris takes it away from DeVito. And now Rosabio has it. He's just kind of killing off some time. Finally dumps it into the right of Nick Bonin. Hickey has it now for Hurlin. Hurlin for Boris. Trying to get it up off the boards. And Hurlin has it. Left face-off circle, Husky zone. Out through center ice looking for Remley. Almost had him going. But now Boris controls. Boris takes a shot. It just goes wide on the blocker side of Kettlehut. Had some room up top. But out comes DePaul. Here's Nick Oliver in the offensive zone. Drop pass there, taken away by Sukel, intended for Ersting. But the puck doesn't get out. Ersting in on the forecheck, taken down by LJ. Here's Sukel, and it looks like the puck might have got stuck underneath the Zamboni entrance. Whistle blows. 10:01 left in the first. No score here at the Edge Ice Arena.
You know, even though that LJ was a healthy scratch last weekend, it's nice to have him back because even though he's one of the smaller guys on the team and in pretty much the league, he can actually hit pretty well. He knows how to take the body. He knows how to go low on people and get those good hits, almost like an Andrew Shaw of the Blackhawks. Because even though he's the smallest guy out there, he knows how to hit, and that's a nice thing to have back.
Well, coming up in the first intermission, speaking of the Blackhawks, big win last night and a bigger trade.
Yeah.
So we'll talk all about that in the first intermission report, as well as reviewing period 1 and previewing period 2. But we still had 10 minutes left here in the first frame. Brian Pickett, far side half boards. Sukel's there. Here's Nedzla. And it's battling in there with Petro. And finally it comes loose. Here's Mark Greenberg. Here's Greeny with some speed. One-on-one, takes a shot blockered away there by Kettlehut. Now near side corner boards taken by Lundgren. Lundgren battles with Greenberg. Greenberg wins the puck. Here's Sukel with a shot. It gets blocked out front. Here's a shot. It just doesn't get through. It went through the 5-hole of Kettlehut, but he shut the pads butterfly style, and he robs Greenberg of a goal. Puck gets back into the Husky zone. Here's Brian Pickett. Pickett up off the boards looking for Sukel. That one's going to bounce into the DePaul zone. Here's Sangiacomo. He has a nice long cross-ice pass for Lundgren with a shot in and out of the glove of Bonin. Out of position, he's got to hurry back, and he does. DePaul setting up from behind the net, and a good block out in front by the Huskies. Puck gets sent in to the right of Nick Bonin, taken by Kevin Schwartz. Backhand pass for Jake Joush. Joush back for Schwartz up on the play. Now Bach has it. Pound centering attempt. Here's Joush diving to keep the puck in. Good play by him. And DePaul comes back out with it. Rosabio has it. And he's going to backhand it into the offensive zone for Dotson. Dotson has the puck stripped away from him by Joush, and the puck gets dumped in front of Kettle Hut. DePaul Blue Demon zone. And it's going to be icing, and it is. Whistle blows. 8:13 left in the frame. No score here at the Edge Ice Arena.
And you saw Jake Joush out there. I mean, you mentioned that the fourth line only played maybe a total of 8 times, like you said, all throughout the whole weekend last weekend. But I think you're going to see them a little bit more tonight, probably because this is a little bit slower team than ISU. I think the reason that you didn't see the fourth line, they're a little bit slow. They're your kind of enforcers. So you didn't see them a lot because they was going against a much faster ISU team.
Here's Skameka with a shot that gets blocked, but he keeps it in. Nick Leon down for Boris. Now for Rosinski, backhand, it just goes, flutters wide off the stick of Justin. And he battles in with San Giacomo. Here's Joe Boris now. He leaves it for Rosinski, but LJ can't keep it in. Out comes Porter. Porter 2-on-1. Look at where shot scores. LJ couldn't keep it in the zone. Matthew Porter had a 2-on-1, decided to take it, and he buries it glove side on Nick Bonin, and DePaul is up 1-0.
I think Nick Bonin was kind of going more to the center of the blue paint there because he thought that he was going to end up passing it, but he ended up taking the shot on the glove side and just was a little bit too fast for Nick Bonin there. So really just a good play there by number 10, Matthew Porter.
So at 12-14, Porter's going to get the goal, and it's going to be an unassisted goal there for Matthew Porter. And that is his 4th goal of the year, and now he's got 9 points on the season. Here's Kevin Schwartz, now for Rosinski. And Leon's there in on the forecheck. Puck comes out through center ice for DePaul, gets sent in by Feldman, no icing. As Hickey's back to play, leaves it for Schwartz. Now for Leon. Leon looking for Boris. That's going to be an icing call, but it looked like Boris might have gotten a tip on it. And I think he did because the icing was waved off. In is Rosabio. Far side corner boards. Now back for Rosabio behind Kettle Hut. He comes out through center ice. Tried to pick it up was Boris, but now controlled by Feldman. Feldman backhanded pass was too much in front of Orico. And Boris has it taken away there. Out through center ice, Husky zone is Feldman with a shot. Blockered away there by Bonin, and that puck gets sticked up into the rafters. Whistle stops play, 6:42 left in the first. Huskies trail 1-0.
And so far in the first 14 minutes, 6:42 left in the first period, and somehow we're still up 1-0, even though that DePaul scored a goal.
I think they changed. I think we're
home. Okay, then yeah, then it's 1-0 DePaul right now. But so far, a lot of shots on goal on Nick Bonin. Really, I would say about 10, 11 shots already in this period. So we got to do a lot better on defense to try to help Nick Bonin out in this game.
So Remley and DeVito in the face-off circle. Remley's going to win it and control to Troy Hurlin. Troy Hurlin now over for Sukel. Sukel didn't know where it was, but now he finds it. Here's a shot, just goes glove side on Kettle Hut. Here's Greenberg battling near side half boards. Now down for Sukel. For Greenberg with a shot, and he shouldered it away, did Kettle Hut. Here's Sukel near side corner boards battling with DeVito in to the right of Kettle Hut. Now to the left of Kettle Hut. They still battle. Sukel's there, and finally the Blue Demons control. Out through center ice, out comes Nick Oliver. Oliver drop pass now for Sanchez, and his shot is deflected wide. Here's another shot, broken stick by Oliver, and Bonin is able to make the save.
Actually, 2 broken sticks. Brian Pickett's stick is broken as well.
And puck is near side half boards. Troy Hurlin battling with DeVito. And Remley's there, but taken now by Joe Sanchez. He chases in, he shoots and scores. Good board work there by DePaul, leads to a goal. And the Huskies trail 2-0 with 5:35 left in the frame.
Yeah, really, you're just seeing that the defense is getting beat in the slot, and really just there, they ended up beating them in the slot and getting around Bonin pretty easily and just get their second goal in the first period. And now with 5:35, it's 2-0 DePaul, and they have all the momentum going their way right now.
So 5:35 left. Huskies trail 2-0. It's the Nedzela, Pounds, and Bach line out there for the Huskies. And the puck comes out to center ice. Here's Ryan Murray. Out through center ice now. And he has a drop pass back from Ersting. And Bach has it, trying to create some kind of opportunity, but just can't get it in the zone. Here's Brian Pounds now, evades a check, gets the shot off, centering pass for Bach, and it goes just through the blue paint. Here's Brian Pounds now, centering attempt goes off a skate of DePaul, and now to the right of Kettlehut. Up off the glass, out to the neutral ice, taken by Bach, and now goes into the left of Kettlehut where he's going to stop it and let the forwards take over. This should be an icing call. LJ's got to hurry. It's not. Waved off as good hustle by Lundgren negated the icing. Lundgren battles with LJ, but taken by Bach. Kept in there. And now Gorsica has it. Huskies have it 3-on-1 if they hurry. Here's Nedzela. Centering pass for Gorsica, and it just goes wide as he was driving hard to the net. Best opportunity of the frame so far for the Huskies at 3-on-1, and the third line couldn't bury it.
Yeah, again, I mean, NIU's had a lot of opportunities on Kettlehut right now, but they're not burying them in the net because they just haven't gotten a lot of shots on net. Even though that they've had 2-on-1s and a lot of 3-on-1s, they just haven't been able to get in the stick on the puck to put it in the net.
So the face-off will be to the right of Kettlehut, 4:15 left in the frame. It'll be Jausch, Maher, and Gorsica out there with Schwartz and Herlin in on the defense. Ersting's and Jausch in the face-off circle. Ersting wins that one pretty easily. And the puck goes far side half boards where Maher gives a hit for Barron. Now out through center ice. Here's Ersting, but his pocket's picked by Maher, and he picks Maher's pocket. That's a tongue twister. I couldn't get that one out. Here's Jake Jausch. His pass attempt for Maher gets deflected in. In on the forecheck is Connor Dell and Brandon Maher. Dell has it, but Herlin has it far side right in front of DePaul's bench, and that one goes just wide to the right of Kettlehut. Now a centering attempt gets kicked out of there by Ersting. And the puck finally finds its way to neutral ice. Here's Troy Herlin for Schwartz. Back for Herlin. Right face-off circle, Husky zone, out through neutral ice, and he dumps it in. As Leon was there to corral, but his pocket was picked by Connor Drell. This one is flipped in on Nick Bonney. He's going to glove it. 3:15 left in the frame. Huskies trail 2-0 on goals by Matthew Porter and Joe Sanchez.
So far, not a lot of face-offs in this first period, only about 9 or 10. But so far, the face-off right now is 5-4 NIU. So you got to do a little bit better in the face-offs. Try to get more in the offensive zone, because every time we get in the offensive zone, you got to win the face-offs there to set up offensive plays. And I think we've lost all of them in the offensive zone so far.
So it'll be Dotson and Rosinsky is going to win it. Pick it around for Hickey. Now Leon has it for Hickey, and his pocket
picked.
The puck jumps over the stick of Hickey, and in comes DePaul. Now Hickey has it out through neutral ice for Joe Boris. Joe Boris looking to center it. He does. Now he gets it back. Backhanded in around for Leon. He's bothered there by Petro. Now Rosinsky takes the puck, but he takes a hit. And Dotson gets it out to just the blue line. Here's Hickey with a shot, and Boris just tips it wide on Kettlehut. Here's Dotson out through center ice, taken by Nick Leon. Here's Nick Leon driving into the net. Here's Rosinsky with a shot, and it goes wide. I don't think Kettlehut ever saw that puck. Here's Nick Leon now, has some space, and he's got to shoot the puck. He does. It gets blocked out in front there by Connor Drell. 2:15 left in the first. Huskies down 2-0. As Herlin gives a check for Feldman, but he regains. Now for Dotson, and he sticks it away, does Bond into the far side half boards. Rosinsky gives a hit, and one of the DePaul players is down to the bench. Looks like it might be a wrist. Out through center ice. And no icing calls. It's not going to make it all the way there. And DePaul comes out through center ice. Here's DeVito in the offensive zone. Trying to shake LJ. He can't. He gives a hit, does LJ. Here's a centering pass out to the point for Ryan Murray. And Sukel has it now. Sukel has Greenberg with him, but his pocket's picked. Here's DeVito in the offensive zone, near side half boards, Huskies zone, 120 left. And a hooking call, our first penalty of the game, coming with 120 left in the period.
Yeah, it's going to be on Tyler Sukel. You saw that the stick got all the way up into the shoulder blades of the DePaul player there, but you saw number 15, John Orico, go off after the hit by Rosinski, so yeah, that's gonna be a loss for them if he can't come back. Because
it looked like he got
because number 15, he has 8 goals and 12 assists this year, so he could be a very big loss if he cannot come back into this game.
And it looked like Hurlin, as soon as he checked him, his wrist.
Yeah, he was
his right wrist.
Yeah, he was definitely favoring the
shot
wrist.
and a goal. Power play goal there for DeVito, and it's 3-0 DePaul with 1:12 left in the period.
Yeah, and DeVito, he had a lot of points. He's had a lot of points this year, like we said. He's had 13 goals, 5 assists. So before this game, 18 points, and he just got another goal there on a power play. So they got, like we said, they got a lot of scorers on this team, and we had to stop this top line to really have a chance in this game, like they had to do with us. And just so far, we're not doing a good job right now. 3-0 DePaul with 1:10 left in the first period.
So 8 seconds into the power play, the Huskies now trail by 3. Here's Ryan Murray, and his shot goes wide on Bonin. 1 minute left in the frame. Huskies trail by 3. Here's Rob Bach now out through center ice, taken by Ryan Murray. Murray now for Sanchez. He goes up off the glass in behind Bonin. Schwartz is there to control. Now for Bach. Bach battles in with San Giacomo. Taken now by Oliver. Oliver battles with Bach. And Oliver wins the puck, but Bach picks it off. Sticked out through center ice is Murray, and now Bounds sends it into to go off for a change. 25 seconds left in the first. Huskies trail by 3. And it's going to be an icing call with 17.5 seconds left in the first. Huskies trail by 3.
What do you think, partner? What do you think that NIU needs to do to get back into this game in the second period?
They need to win the board battles. I mean, plain and simple. DePaul is beating them, winning all the pucks, keeping pucks in the offensive zone. And when the Huskies do get in the offensive zone, they're not battling.
They're not and they're not hitting the net enough.
Yeah.
They really been missing a lot of chances. They've had a lot of 3-on-1s, and they just haven't been putting them in the net.
Here's a stick away there by Bonin with 8 seconds left. Here's Ernsting now. Hickey has it. Off the boards for Boris. And that's going to do it for the first period. Huskies are going to finish the first 20 minutes down 3-0 going into the first intermission report. But yeah, to finish my thought, they got to win the board battles. And when they were successful getting pucks to net, they had screens out in front of Kettlehead where he wasn't able to see anything.
Yeah, exactly. And really, they just haven't been helping Nick Bonin, just like they did in Florida Gulf Coast when he had a good game, but just he did not get a lot of help from his defense. So really, just they need to help Nick Bonin out a lot more, because so far he's having a decent game, but just not a lot of help. So far, they've gotten about 20 shots on him.
Well, coming up in the first intermission report, we'll break down period 1, look forward to period 2, and break down the Hawks' newly acquired forward, Chris Versteeg, all coming up in the first intermission report. Huskies trail by 3. You're listening to Huskies Hockey on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network.
With some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Over here at jamsonair.com, we play anything and everything. You might hear, or how about this tasty track? I want to get you in the back seat, windows up, that's the way you like it. We have them all. Lollipop, 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 lollipop. Well, maybe not that. jamsonair.com. Radio when you want it.
We know balancing family, friends, work, and free time keeps you busy. We want to help you start your day off right. Whether you're visiting for business or for pleasure, you'll always get a clean and fresh Hampton bed. Free high-speed internet access, free hot breakfast served daily with fresh baked waffles and hearty oatmeal with toppings, friendly, helpful service, and much more. For one rate. Guaranteed. If you're not satisfied, we don't expect you to pay. That's our commitment and your guarantee. That's 100% Hampton. Go to HamptonInn.com to find the nearest location. Hampton Inn & Suites, the official hotel of NIU Hockey. Let's send it back to Stephen and Marcus on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network.
Yeah, I get it. You're an outcast. Always under attack.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah?
Do you want to go to the state fair?
Yeah.
Do you want to ride the roller coaster?
Yeah.
The big one?
Yeah.
The one with the reverse flip?
Yeah!
Well, you can't.
Huh?
You see, Billy, when you throw away money on wasted electricity, you throw away everything you could have done with it, including going to the state fair.
Oh, man.
Cheer up. This year, your parents will make it right. They're going to visit EnergySavers.gov, where they'll get tips on how to save energy and money. Then they'll add extra insulation and get a few of those Energy Star appliances. They could save hundreds of dollars a year. And you know what, Billy?
What?
They'll take you to the state fair next year.
But I want to go this year.
I know you do, Billy. I know you do. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
Have you always wanted to be on radio or television? Don't lie to yourself, of course you have. That means that you need to come to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. At ICB, you'll learn everything you need to know. Hands-on training in audio programming, video editing, and much, much more. Financial assistance is available for those who qualify, so you've got no excuse. Go online to beonair.com or call 630-916-1700 for more information. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where your career begins.
Green light. Hey girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah. Street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You're listening to NIU Huskies Hockey. Now let's send it back to Stephen and Marcus for more.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
I want to be a warm place on a cold
I want to
day.
be a football
I want
stadium.
to be a bike that races around the country.
I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
Gunzo's is your non-stop shop for all things hockey. Gunzo's carries all major brands such as Bauer, Easton, Reebok, Nike, CCM, and Ward. Gunzo's caters to not only players, but to teams as well, with the ability to take team orders. Gunzo's can customize jerseys, socks, t-shirts, warm-ups, and hockey bags. They have 3 convenient Chicagoland locations in River Forest, Morton Grove, and Chicago. Gunzo's is also the official equipment supplier of the Northern Illinois Huskies. Gunzo's Hockey Headquarters, where you'll be treated like a pro.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent, 1 in 260,000. The odds of him having 15 career NASCAR victories, 1 in 1.7 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 88. I'm Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
You're listening to NIU Huskies Hockey on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network. And we're back here on the Huskies Hockey Radio Network. Huskies find themselves down 3-0 after 20 minutes of play here at the Edge Ice Arena in Bensenville, Illinois, and it was all DePaul in that first 20 minutes, Duffy.
Yeah, really just a bad job by the defense on NIU. They allowed about, I would say, 20 shots on goal on Nick Bonin, and Nick Bonin needs some help from his defense. I mean, I know that he's not having the best day right now. He's letting in some juicy rebounds and some bad goals, but I mean, still, you need help from your defense. And I mean, we got a comment from the parent. Why are they starting Nick Bonin? I really think it's just because Alex Harry lit up 7 goals. 4 goals in that third period, so I think they wanted to give Nick Bonin a shot tonight and see how he's doing. And right now, he's getting outplayed right now.
Yeah, and I'm guessing Hare will start against ISU. He'll start against Robert Morris, and then he'll at least get a Friday or a Saturday start next week against Iowa.
Well, and you couldn't start Alex Hare all 3 games. You can't if you got them back to back to back. So I mean,
especially after this is game 4 in 2 weeks. He's playing 6 in 2 weeks.
Like we said, playing 6 games in 2 weeks, it's really going to be tough for this team, and especially now they're shorthanded with a couple of defensemen out. It's really going to be tough for them. But so far, my keys, I mean, You need to get some scoring besides the first line. No scoring right now from NIU, so you need to get better scoring from that line. Number 2, you need to stop Joe Sanchez and Nick Fowler and the scores of the DePaul. And so far, Joe Sanchez has gotten a goal, and 93 of DePaul, Christian DeVito got a goal. So those are the good scores. And then also they need to get some shots on goal on these shaky goaltenders. They got about, I would say, 12 shots right now. So far they're missing their chances. Like we said, they've had 2 or 3-on-1s a lot, and a lot of chances. They just haven't been putting them on net.
Yeah, I mean, like I said at the end of that period, the Huskies were successful when they had traffic in front of Kettle Hut and they screened them.
Yep.
Once they got away from that, not only were they not getting any screens, but they just weren't hitting the net.
Yeah,
they were going high and wide on Kettle Hut, and he wasn't challenged at all.
Yeah, they're off on the shots tonight. They could probably have 5 or 6 more shots on Kettle Hut right now, and maybe a couple more goals on them if they would just be hitting the net right now. But just right now they're off, and right now just the defense is off. So right now it's just a bad first period. Let's hope that we come out in this period and do much better.
Well, the big news to the Hawks last night, they got a big win against a streaking Phoenix team.
Coming back, too.
Coming back, yeah. But after the game, the Hawks announced that they had signed former Hawk Chris Versteeg in a trade with Florida for Dylan Olson and Jimmy Hayes, along with another prospect that got sent down to the ECHL Walleyes of the Hawks organization. But what a pickup for the Hawks. Now you have on that third line, Shaw, Bickle, Versteeg.
Obviously, a lot of people maybe don't like it because we lost 2 big prospects in Olsen and Hayes, and those are young guys that could be very big for teams.
Yeah.
I think we got too many scores right now, so I mean, try to give this prospects, try to get them off out of the AHL, which they did, and they got a good trade out of it. They get Chris Versteeg, and I love Chris Versteeg when he was here in 2010. He was a great scorer in the playoffs, a nice sniper, and he really could help out that line of Shaw and Bickle. I mean, Shaw, he's kind of a playmaker, a grinder, and then Bickle, a power forward, and with the sniper on that line, we are going to have some depth in 3 or 4 lines on our team. All 4 lines are going to be really good. It's going to be tough to stop them.
Yeah, and the only reserve I have for the Hawks getting Versteeg is he is a little injury prone. He had a knee injury last year. He hasn't really produced this year, but maybe a change of scenery for Versteeg and coming back to a place that he's obviously very familiar with, winning a Stanley Cup in 2010 will really help him.
Well, yeah, and he's not the biggest guy. He's, I think, 6 foot. It's 210, and he's, I think, 27 years old, so he's getting a little bit older. I think he was 24 when he left here, so he's been gone about 3 years. 3 years now, but he was with us in the in the playoff run in 2010, so he's got some experience there in the playoffs. So I really like the pickup. I mean, I know losing Jimmy Hayes and Olsen are big losses, but I think you got to get another scorer on that third line, right? And because I think we just had we had two good scoring lines, but Sean Bickle just needed that third score, which they got for him.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny how the Hawks and the Panthers always like trade prospects and players. I mean, Campbell went down there.
They like each other.
I think Sopel went down there. George Hendry went down there. Trying to think, there's a couple other players that we've either gotten from Florida or we sent guys down. But good pickup for Florida with Dylan Olsen, Jimmy Hayes, with a struggling team in the Panthers. That might help them. Those guys might get roster spots.
And you're really surprised that the Hawks did this because they've, I think, gotten over 4 or 5 goals in about in every game in the last week or two. You would think that they need like less scoring because I mean they've gotten so many goals every game. But Stan Bowman, the GM, still said that even though we've gotten a lot of goals and a lot of wins, we're still looking to improve. So they go to get Chris Versteeg, a nice sniper for them on that third line, and it really, basically, I think we got Victor Stahlberg for Chris Versteeg after we lost Versteeg after that year. Yep. And basically, we're going to get Chris Versteeg back after we lose Stahlberg. So he's a nice speed guy. He's a nice pickup. I really like it.
Well, that's going to do it for the intermission report. We're about ready to start here. Period number 2. Huskies find themselves down 3-0 on a power play goal by DeVito and 2 full-strength goals by Sanchez and Porter. So the Nedzla and DeVito in the face-off circle. And DeVito wins it. Back into the Husky zone to the right of Bonin is Troy Hickey now. He gets bothered off the puck now, finds itself far side corner boards. Now down around near side corner boards. Bach hacks it out to center ice where it's controlled by St. Giacomo. Nedzla on the forecheck, looking for a centering attempt for Bach, but it was picked off there by St. Giacomo. And now around for Nedzla. Here's Brian Pounds near side half boards. Hickey keeps it in. Here's a shot off a DePaul player. Pounds trying to feed Nedzla, but he can't control. St. Giacomo now for DeVito. And Bach sticks it down. Here's Nedzla looking for Brian Pounds out in front. But the puck gets sent out to neutral ice. Picket stick off of Bach. Offsides is the call. 19:08 left in the second period. 3-0 DePaul.
And after this weekend, we have a couple more weekends after this. We got Southern Illinois. We have University of Illinois D1 team again, and then we go on Christmas break. But I think coming back in the second semester, we're going to get some transfers. We're going to get John Pounds back for Brian Pounds. I think we're going to be much better in the second semester, and we're going to get some new scores. It's going to be very good, I think.
And we still have to play Iowa next week before Thanksgiving break.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
but the good thing about the second half of the schedule is we only have to go on the road once. So the rest of the home games will be at home at Fox Valley, which I think will be good for the Huskies. Here's Rosabio, now around for Lundgren, far side half boards. Here's Boris for Leon, now for Schwartz, now for Herlin at the right point. Patted away there by Kettlehut. Had to stick that left pad out, and he made the save. Here's Ersting. He sends it into the right of right of Bonin. And the puck near far side corner boards. Lundgren gets taken off by Schwartz. Brzezinski has it, has some space. Out through the neutral ice. 3-on-2 with Leon. Brzezinski gets in, centering attempt, and Boris just couldn't bury it as the pass was just out in front of his stick. Ersting's far side corner boards, now dumps it in and around for Brooks. Brooks out through center ice, and that should be icing. It is. Whistle blows. 18-13 left in the first period. Huskies down 3-0, but Huskies so far two good opportunities to get back on the board.
You saw that Chuck Ronaldo, he started with the line of Nedzila, Bach, and Brian Pounds there. His third line, kind of his defensive line, against the bigger line of DePaul and their scores. So I really like that. Kind of get your scoring line against their kind of defensive line. I really like that. Going kind of different with lines.
And Remley used to be on that third line center. Now he's on the second line with Sukel and Greenberg.
Yep.
Here's a centering attempt. Skameka is there to break up the pass. Now puck comes around near side half boards for Sukel. He's got some room out through neutral ice looking for Greenberg, but the pass is too far in front of him for Picho to control. Now Hickey in front of the Huskies bench. He gets into the zone, takes a shot, and it just goes wide, blocker side on Kettlehut. And it looks maybe like the net had come off its moorings. It did, so the faceoff will lead to the left to Kettle Hut with 17:41 left.
Yeah, I think Kettle Hut kind of sprawled out there. That's why I think he pushed the nets off the moorings. But really close by Hickey get there. Again, another good chance there. Just couldn't hit the net. I mean, you got to get shots on goal in this guy. Like I said, one of my keys against these shaky goaltenders, if you just get shots on goal, you could get a garbage goal or some nice goals here, but they just keep missing the net.
Here's Sukel, a shot off the face-off win by Remling. Kettle Hut gloves it, so we'll do it again to the left of David Kettle Hut. And Kettle Hut was the stud last year for DePaul. Okay record, 6-4.
Yeah.
And like you said, both goalies in Vittori and Kettle Hut have 3 points, a 3 GAA or higher.
Yeah, like I said, pretty shaky goalie, so that's why you got to get some shots on goal on him.
Out comes Carbonero, and there's a shot patted away there by Bonin. Didn't know if he knew where that was. Carbonero, the shot, and it just goes wide off the stick of Dotson. Here's DePaul. Centering attempt now is picked off by Troy Hurland. Hurland and Drell battle for it. Drell wins the puck and gets it in deep on Nick Bonin. Now for Pickett. Now Sukel has it near side corner boards. And the puck comes out through neutral ice. Looking for Greenberg, and Drell wins the puck. And it comes back out into the Husky zone. Troy Hurland's there in control, but Nedzilla has it, and it's going to be an offsides on DePaul. As Orico was in a little too far ahead of the play. 16:50 left in the second period. Still down by 3 are the Huskies.
And you see John Orico there. We saw him kind of go off the ice in the first period because of that wrist, but it looks like he's going to be back. And it looks like he's having no problem with that wrist right now.
So in the face-off circle, Feldman and Nedzilla. And Feldman wins it. Here's Porter. There's a shot from the blue line. Bonin sticks it away for Schwartz, and Bonin has to cover it up. A little miscommunication there between Bonin and Schwartz.
Well, so far I think much better defense from NIU. Still pretty good defense by DePaul here. Both only 3 shots on goal in the first 4 minutes here, or 3.5 minutes here in the second period. So we just got to get some goals now that our defense is playing a little bit better.
Feldman wins the face-off. Puck comes to the right point. Here's a shot and a goal. Yeah. It's off the stick of Connor Drell, but it definitely got tipped out in front. I was not able to see who got it.
I'm pretty sure it was 91 Pierce Barron right there who got the tip in. And really not a lot that Nick Bonin could do there. Just a nice tip in by DePaul, and now it's 4-0 DePaul. Really NIU's just not having a good game right now.
So at 3:23, the Huskies now trail by 4. And I would think if you're Chuck Rinaldo, you have to think about pulling Nick Bonin here.
Yeah.
And kind of switching things up.
If he gives up another goal in this period, I could see him switching maybe with Alex Hare, Johnny Perillo.
Yeah, I would think maybe you'd give the start to Hare. Here's Feldman with a shot in out of the glove, and it's in. Feldman with the shot. Bonin made the initial save, but it squeaked by his glove. And I believe Feldman was there to put back the goal. And the Huskies now trail 5-0.
Yeah, I think he's going to go with Johnny Perillo here. Yeah, it looks like Perillo's getting ready here. Yeah, and I just think that he's going with Perillo because Alex Hare is going to have the next 2 starts, I think. And Perillo's kind of your backup, but I think he's getting them ready just in case if there is another goal pretty soon.
So just about 20 seconds after the first goal, the Huskies give up their 5th goal of the game and now find themselves down by 5 with 16 minutes left in the period. Spinning around is Orico. He spins with the puck. Good puck control there by Orico. Here's a shot now by St. Giacomo, and it gets deflected just wide on Nick Bonin. Leon's out there without a stick. His shattered. Puck battle in with Skameka, Rosinski, and Leon near side corner boards. And finally, is it coming loose? Still battling in there. And it finally comes loose to the left point. Here's St. Giacomo, and Bonin sticks that away to the far side glass. Now Drell has it. Drell, now left point for St. Giacomo with a shot, and Bonin makes the save. 15:24 left in the period. 5-0 DePaul. And I think Skameka's going to go to the penalty box.
Yeah, just a little bit of frustration there by NIU. Hit number 13 Joe Feldman there, who was kind of trying to get out of there. 4 NIU players that were kind of hitting him. So roughing penalty by LJ right there. So not a good frustration penalty, because you can just see that NIU is getting very frustrated, down 5-0, and really they're just having a really bad game right now.
So DePaul leads 5-0 here with 15:24, and they're going to go back on the power play. They're 1 for 1 already today. And the face-off win by DePaul. 4:40. And the Huskies are back on the PK. Here's St. Giacomo, has some room. Looking for a shot, loses control of the puck, now spins it in around behind Nick Bonin. Taken by Murray. Murray has it, looking for a centering attempt, but he fans on the pass. Here's Pickett looking for Greenberg. Greenberg one-on-one with St. Giacomo, and St. Giacomo gives him a ride off the puck, now taken by DeVito. DeVito back for St. Giacomo. And the puck gets out to at least neutralize, where Troy Hickey can take it and dump it in behind Kettlehut. And DePaul's going to retrieve the puck. Out through center ice, here's Nick Oliver with it. Nick Oliver stops, setting up St. Giacomo with a shot in and out of the chest of Nick Bonin, and the Huskies clear. 1 minute left on the power play to DePaul, 14:24 left in period number 2. Huskies trail 5-0.
And again, Bonin's kind of lucky there that nobody was in the slot for DePaul, because he gave up a very big rebound, and they could have got a 6th goal right there if there was somebody in the slot.
Here's Joe Sanchez now. Sanchez deep near side corner boards. Hickey takes him off the puck. Now controlled there by Dotson. Now Dotson cycles the puck up to the point for Rosabio. It's out by Erstings, and it's blocked out in front by Hickey. Here's Rosabio. Far side point, or near side point for Ersting. And it is kept in by DePaul. 20 seconds left on the frame. Here's Erstings. Here's a shot, and it goes just wide of Nick Bonin. Out to Erstings. Now to the point for Rosabio, and it goes wide on Nick. And it's got 5 seconds left on the power play. 13:29 left in the frame. Here's Mike Dotson. Another shot, saving the goal. 5-hole on Nick Bonin. Ersting gets the power play goal. And Johnny Perillo's coming in. It's 6-0 DePaul.
Yeah, you see Johnny Perillo coming in, you got to expect that. 6 goals, and on about, I would say about 30 shots from DePaul. So maybe not 30, probably about like 26, 27 shots by DePaul. So really just not a good game by Nick Bonin tonight. So you got to go with the backup Johnny Perillo, because you know that Alex Hare is probably going to get the start tomorrow and Sunday. So you can't be overusing him. So you got to give it to Johnny Perillo. Let's hope Perillo can come in here and do much better. There's a shot and a save by Kettlehut. And the puck finds its way near side corner boards. Good hit there by Nick Leon. Here's Rasinski. A big save by Kettlehut as he got the right pad out there. Best chance of the day for that first line, and Kettlehut stones him. Schwartz going for the check. He actually dumped himself into the Huskies bench. Here's Justin Rasinski, now for Nick Leon. Leon with a shot, and it goes up off a DePaul player. I think that's Connor Drell. Puck finds its way over the steel logo in neutral ice. Boris dumps it in, but not far enough. Here's Herlin now for Schwartz. As Bonin's out, Perillo is in for the Huskies with 12:31 left in the frame. Back behind Kettlehut is Petro. Petro now gives it over for Orico. And they play a little give and go. Here's John Feldman now for DePaul. Pass over for Petro in front of DePaul's bench. Shot gets blocked out in front by Schwartz. Puck finds its way near side corner boards. Nick Remley gives a hit there. And Nick Leon can take the puck. Trying that cross-ice pass. And now Leon has it. Leon for Boris. Boris stops, now backhands it in around behind Kettlehut. Here's Nick Leon, but he loses control. And the puck goes all the way down into the Husky zone. Herlin is back to control. Herlin now for, Stukel. The hot pass was jumping over his stick.
Here comes DePaul in the offensive zone. Backhanded in by Ryan Murray to the right of Perillo. Hickey's in on the forecheck. Now Hickey backhands it for Greenberg. Now he finds Sukel. Sukel 1-on-2 here with DePaul. That's St. Giacomo in on Sukel, and he gives him a pretty good jolt. Sanchez takes it to the point. Borelli has a shot that's blocked away by Kettlehut. Out comes Sanchez. Here's DeVito looking for a shot. It goes wide, glove side on Johnny Perillo. Good odd man rush there for DePaul. Here's another shot sticked away there by Perillo. Another shot and a save by Johnny. In is Nick Oliver. His shot just goes through the blue paint. Here's Tyler Sukel. Hickey backhands it in around. Here's Joush now. Trying to stick it out for Greenberg. And Sukel has it, but he can't get it past St. Giacomo. Now taken by Joe Sanchez in the neutral ice. His pass is picked off by Rob Bach. And they battle for it there. Here's Sanchez and Bach's going to win the battle. Centering attempt for Netzla and Greenberg, and the pass couldn't find its way over to Greeny. Back is Joush. You see Joush playing a little bit of defense now. And it gets dumped in behind Johnny, where he's going to slow it down for Troy Hickey. Now for Rob Bach. Bach can't handle the pass, now taken by Steve Brooks. Here's Joush out through center ice, taken by Rosabio. And back comes DePaul in the Husky zone. In is Lundgren. Lundgren centering attempt and didn't get to the net as Joush is going to slap it all the way near side corner boards, but it hits a partition out in front, and Hickey clears it out to the neutral ice. 9:41 left in the frame, and offsides is the call on DePaul, but all DePaul Blue Demons right now here, Duffy, and the Huskies need to dig deep. Oh, this is almost turning into Florida Gulf Coast.
Yeah, pretty much right now. I mean, I really think the tale of the last month or two ever since Florida Gulf Coast is really just the inconsistency of this team. Because last weekend, you see that they can be probably the number one team if they were in the MACA with beating ISU 6-2 and almost beating them in the second game. And then you see this kind of game where they're losing 6-0 to a good DePaul team, but a team that I think we could beat very easily, but just another bad start by a goalie.
Yeah, and we've had a few bad starts by goalies this year. Florida and Alex Hare, today by Nick Bodden. Excuse me.
And even though that Alex Hare had a good start last weekend, he ended up getting 4 goals up in that third period and letting that ISU win that game. Just like I said, the inconsistency of this year, really just the last month or two, ever since Florida Gulf Coast, it seems like
they haven't found anything.
Yeah, they really haven't found themselves. They haven't found what they need to do for this year, what they need to get some wins out of this year.
Here's Pickett from the point, stick down by Leon. Far side corner boards. Now Boris has it to Paul's zone. Rosinski in on the forecheck. He has his pocket picked, and that's going to be icing if it goes far enough. It's not, so Herlin has to come back and grab it. Puck battle for here, near side, right in front of our broadcast position. Here's Nick Leon now in the offensive zone, but there's a 1-on-4. It's controlled by Lundgren. Lundgren over for Brooks. Brooks now for Volpe. That gets sent in. Herlin backhands it, looking for Rosinski. The puck goes all the way down. That's going to be an icing call. Whistle blows. 8:46 left in the second period. Huskies trail 6-0. But it's a good point, though, like we talked about. They just have not found any consistency in all facets of the game, really, to be honest. I mean, last year they were really consistent with goaltending and power play, and this year they just haven't been able to find it.
Well, I mean, power play... Actually, the special teams have been pretty decent this year. The power play and penalty kill, just sometimes it kind of goes like on a drought. But it just right now, I mean, they're having trouble because, I don't know, maybe it's the injuries. Obviously losing Stetz, and Coletta's not here today, so big defenseman losses. And I don't know, I don't know what's going on the last month, I would say.
Here's a shot saved by Perillo. Where is it? And it finds its way to the near side corner boards. Here's Brandon Maher now. And it gets dumped in deep by Rosabio. Here's a centering attempt sticked out by Perillo, where Maher can control. Maher has his pocket picked there by Dotson. Dotson now for Carbonero. Carbonero, far side corner boards, gets in on Johnny. Centering attempt goes through the blue paint. Maher takes it. That's going to be an icing call here with 7:54 left in the second period. And yeah, like you said, it doesn't help that Stets is now going to be out for 8 months.
Yep.
Cantillo's out till at least the start of the second half of the season with a concussion.
I don't know. Do you see?
You're going to lose Remley.
Yeah, and do you see maybe in a week or two, if we still have trouble, you see that maybe Coach Ronaldo tries to maybe bring up some D3 guys and maybe send some of these guys down, like Gorzica or something like that, or Maher?
I don't know if he'll send anyone down. I'm sure he'll bring up like Weems, like he did with Weems
because
and Bilecki.
Weems had 3 points a couple weekends
There's
ago.
a shot and a goal by DePaul from the point, Connor Drell, and it's 7-0.
Yeah, I mean, you just saw Johnny Perillo there get beat from the blue line. Really just a cold goaltender coming in. And it's really hard for a goaltender to come in after 2 periods and end up playing well. I mean, so you just saw there, he just ended up getting beat from a nice snipe shot from the blue line from number 7 on DePaul, Connor Drell.
So for Connor Drell, that's his 4th goal and 8 points on the season. And the Huskies are down 6-0. No, 7-0. They haven't put it up on the scoreboard. 7:39 left in the second period. Here's Sukel, Nedzla, and Greenberg. Joush and Hickey now is a defensive pairing. Puck comes out through center ice, and DePaul's got a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Here's Porter. Porter stops. Good puck protection there. Good keep in by DePaul. Here's Sukel with Greenberg. Greenberg, Sukel, and Nedzla up on the rush. Greenberg with a shot, and it goes wide. Glove side of Kettle Hut, and again, the Huskies are just not able to hit the bench.
Tail of the night. No,
or hit the goal.
Yeah, hit the goal. They just tail of the night there. Just missed chances. Just chances that they should have, but they ended up not getting them in.
Here's Troy Hickey coming out in front of Johnny Perillo. Now taken there by Barron. Barron has it now near side corner board. Swings it in and around behind Johnny P. DePaul controls. I believe that's Matthew Porter. Porter gives it over for Orico. Now Orico has it near side corner board to the left of Johnny. Comes left face-off circle. Here's a shot, a blocker save there by Johnny. But DePaul keeps in. Finally, Joush has it. And that's going to go all the way down for icing as Sukel couldn't touch it. 6:33 left in the frame. 7-0 DePaul.
I don't know. If I was Coach Ronaldo, what I would do to maybe change it up a little, maybe put Kevin Schwartz back on the forward next tomorrow or in this weekend, and maybe put Jake back on defense because he's just a bigger body in the middle, I think. And I think he could really kind of help out the goalie. I think Schwartz is a little bit faster on the forwards. He can maybe get some more goals. Just to kind of change it up a little after this kind of this debacle right here against DePaul.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts changing lines up here. Like you already see Joush there in defense, and he gives a big hit there. Joush is a big guy, and you don't want to see him coming down on the tracks. Here's St. Giacomo with a shot and a goal. St. Giacomo, another wrist shot from the blue line, and the Huskies now trail 8-0.
Again, like you said, another wrist shot from the defense there, and just really a cold goaltender on Johnny Perillo. He can't make those kind of stops, and really just right now just getting handled by DePaul right now in this game. 8-0 through 2 periods. I mean, this could be worse than Florida Gulf Coast if we keep going the way it's going.
So it's 8-0 here in the second period. 6 minutes left. Nick Leon now right face-off circle, DePaul zone. Now for Boris. He has it. Far side half boards. Good puck protection there by Jobo, but finally taken away. By Rosabio. Puck gets spun in around to the left of Johnny Perillo. Hurlin's there, but taken away by Feldman. Feldman battles with Rosinski and Hurlin now. Near side half boards. And Schwartz gives a hit there, but Rosinski controls. Rosinski has it looking for Boris, but taken there by Feldman. Here's a centering attempt out to the point. Now a shot going to come from Brooks, and it's patted away there by Perillo.
It's going to be a penalty on NIU here.
Good call by you. Delayed penalty call. It's going to be an elbowing call. And DePaul so far in the night, 2 for 2 on the power play. You're going to get their 3rd of the game.
Well, and DePaul has actually done a very nice job. They haven't gotten any penalties on the night, and that's a good job on them because our power play is probably one of the best assets of our game, the special team. So they're doing a very nice job staying on the power play and staying off the power play for NIU. So just a really good job by them right now.
So at 14:46 of the frame, Huskies are going to go back on the penalty kill for the third time. They are 0 for 2. DePaul getting 2 power play goals. One from Ersting and one from DeVito. Draw one by DePaul, setting things up to the left of Perillo, far side quarter boards. God, I keep yawning. It's not good. I'm not used to these 12 o'clock games.
Yeah, I know. Me either.
And the puck is going to get cleared all the way down by Tyler Sukel. Kettlehut out to play it. Stops it for St. Giacomo. He's going to stop in reverse angles. Now gives it over for Sanchez. Sanchez cross-ice pass there nicely for Nick Oliver, and that's actually going to be an offsides play as Oliver was in the zone a little too early. 1:26 left on the power play for DePaul. 4:40 left in period number 2. Huskies trail 8-0.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned that we're not used to these early games. This is one of the few early games that we're going to have this year. So I was kind of worried when I woke up this morning. Am I going to have the energy like I do in every
other game?
Yeah, I mean,
we have an early game now, and then when we go to ISU, we don't play till like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about that because I can stay up as long as
you can.
But
as we rejoin the play, puck gets dumped in off the glass behind Johnny, taken by Orco. Or excuse me, that was Sanchez. Now Nick Oliver takes it. And Netzlow can't get it out. Kept in now by St. Giacomo. Nick Oliver has it. Centering attempt there for DeVito, but it gets sticked away. Here's another shot. Now Oliver takes a shot from the left faceoff circle. It just goes through the blue paint. Now here's DeVito. Centering attempt gets deflected up off the netting. And it's actually stuck up on the glass. 39 seconds left on the PK for the Huskies. 3:53 left in the frame.
I keep watching these girls on here. I mean, look at what they're sitting on. They're sitting on Lazy Boys over there. What a way to watch a game, right?
Yeah, right?
I mean, that would be great.
That reminds me of like Miller Park in Milwaukee. You can get the big old nice leather Lazy Boys and watch some baseball.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I mean, look at that.
Why can't we get that out in Fox Valley? Like raffle off Lazy Boy seats.
I know, right?
That'd be perfect.
That'd be really, those would probably be very expensive tickets right there.
Yeah. Ian, you can get on that. I know you're listening today in the office for the Yotes. Here's DePaul coming out through center ice, taken by Petro. Petro with some speed. 22 left on the power play. Hickey takes his man off the puck. Petro out there without a glove. And it spins around. Here's Porter, near side half boards. And Hickey breaks up the pass. 5 seconds left, and Huskies come out, and they're going to kill off their first penalty of the night. Here's Remley, and his shot gets blocked away there by Kettlehut. And they kill off the penalty. Huskies now 1 for 3 on the PK tonight, or this afternoon. They battle in. Here's Remley with a centering attempt for Maher. Maher looking to spin it in around behind the Kettlehut, but he's bothered there by Petro. And finally taken away by Porter. Back out to the neutral ice where Troy Herlin has it. Now over for Joush. Joush has his pocket picked. Centering attempt now for Dotson. Gets in. Big save by Johnny, and they score. Dotson did all the work there, and Barron was there to clean up the puck. And it's 9-0.
Yeah, bad job by Jake there. I mean, he just didn't get rid of the puck fast enough there, and he ended up getting his pocket picked. And really just a 2-on-1 for DePaul, so really nothing Johnny Perillo could do. So right now, 9 goals in the first 2 periods and the first 38 minutes of this game. So right now, this is looking like it could be worse than Florida Gulf Coast.
Well, they're just not skating. I mean, they're not creating any opportunities like they did at ISU on Friday. They were creating their own opportunities. They were getting a lot of pucks in it. They were screening guys. That's how they got Pickett's 2 goals.
Yep.
Standing out in front of that and getting deflections.
Well, again, I mean, those were on the power play, and we haven't gotten any power plays. Again, it was good job by DePaul staying off the penalty. Yep. So we can't get on the power play right now to get some momentum. But
well, the whistle blows for a hand pass. But yeah, I mean, there's just no momentum. DePaul has everything.
Yeah, I mean, NIU's just flat-footed right now. They just gotten the wind taken out of them in this first 38 minutes of the game. And we're only 2 periods through, so this could be a very long third period coming up.
Face off to the right of Kettlehut. Here's Rosinski in with Feldman. Rosinski wins it. Here's Eljo with a shot. Gets deflected in behind Kettlehut. Taken now by Ryan Murray. Hurlin with a shot. Here's Joe Boris looking for a centering attempt, but no one was there. Hurlin has to regroup and dump it in. And now DePaul controls. DePaul trying to get it out. Here's Ryan Murray. Trying to get it deep on Johnny, but Boris was there to pick the pass off at neutral ice over the Steel logo. Here's Justin Rosinski now for Boris. Now back for Skameka. Now for Hurlin. Backhanded pass for Troy Hurlin. He gets in the offensive zone, and that's actually going to be offsides. I think Leon might have been a foot or two off. 1:46 left in frame number 2. Huskies trail 9-0.
I mean, obviously, there's no chance of coming back in this game. I mean,
you never know.
Yeah.
But the odds are against us right now.
I would say it's probably about 1,000,000 to 1 shot right now. But I mean, what do you think that they need to do in these next 2 games to really kind of come back and be in these games? Because, like we said, it's very inconsistent of this team. So they could come back and can forget about this game. Hopefully, Chuck Ronaldo kind of makes them forget about this whole entire game.
Well, they just have to skate. I mean, they're not creating, like I said, they're not creating their own opportunities. Here's Greenberg with a centering attempt, but DePaul takes it. We'll talk about that more in the intermission report. We got about 1:30 left here in the second period. Here's Tyler Sukel in the offensive zone, looking for a centering attempt. Now he evades a check. Here's a shot. The puck comes off its moorings. Whistle's going to blow. 1:19 left in period number 2. But yeah, in the second intermission, we'll talk about what they need to do, not only today, but the rest of the weekend, because your path doesn't get any easier with Robert Morris and ISU.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I think we could beat Robert Morris, but I think ISU, I mean, they're just as good as DePaul, so, I mean, it's going to be a tough weekend if we play like this all weekend. But hopefully we can just forget about this game and play a good weekend.
Here's Kevin Schwartz now. His pass is picked off, but the puck finds its way to center ice. Here's Kevin Schwartz now. He spins away from a check. 1 minute left in the frame. Huskies down 9-0. Kevin Schwartz has his pocket picked. Here's Greenberg. His pass is picked off at center ice, and in comes Erstings. Erstings looking for a pass to Lundgren, but Gramp was there to take it away. Here's Greenberg now out through center ice, DePaul zone. He gets taken off the puck, and DePaul's going to control. Here's Troy Hickey now receiving the pass. He skates with it. Now Oliver has it, and Pickett's going to give it over for Tyler Sukel. Now Brian Pound's in the offensive zone. Pound's trying to evade a check, and Kettlehead has to poke check that one away. Pickett looking for a centering attempt, but the Huskies are going off for a change. 15 seconds left in the frame, and DePaul comes out through center ice. Here's Brian Pickett now with 7 left, and he's just going to let the clock die down, and the Huskies are going to go into the second intermission report down 9-0 here at the Edge Ice Arena in Bentonville, trailing to number 4 ranked DePaul. And again, this is a character builder here for NIU. Nick Bonnie got pulled there. Johnny came in, gave up a few goals. And coming up in the second intermission report, we'll go over Duffy's keys. I know they really haven't been doing much well in those keys, but we'll go over them nonetheless, talk about what they have to do. Look forward to the second 2 games tonight and this weekend, as well as the NHL scoreboard ahead. So you're listening to Huskies Hockey. They're down 9-0 here to the number 4 ranked DePaul Blue Demons. You're listening to Huskies Hockey on the NIU Huskies Hockey Radio Network.
It's Thursday night, and you're grabbing drinks with some friends. Started off with a pitcher for the table, which quickly becomes 2. There's pool. And there's the photo booth.
All right, everybody squeeze in. Say cheese!
Followed naturally by an order of wings. And another.
Can we get some extra ranch sauce?
Then there's the ceremonial nightcap.
So what are we doing this weekend?
And lastly, it's back to the car, which, if you're buzzed, could be the most expensive night of your life. Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Over here at jamsonair.com, we play anything and everything. You might hear, or how about this tasty track? I want to get you in the back seat, windows up, that's the way you like it. We have them all. Lollipop, 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 lollipop. Well, maybe not that. jamsonair.com. Radio when you want it.
We know balancing family, friends, work, and free time keeps you busy. We want to help you start your day off right. Whether you're visiting for business or for pleasure, you'll always get a clean and fresh Hampton bed. Free high-speed internet access, free hot breakfast served daily with fresh baked waffles and hearty oatmeal with toppings, friendly, helpful service, and much more. For one rate. Guaranteed. If you're not satisfied, we don't expect you to pay. That's our commitment and your guarantee. That's 100% Hampton. Go to hamptoninn.com to find the nearest.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah?
Do you want to go to the state fair?
Yeah.
Do you want to ride the roller coaster?
Yeah.
The big one?
Yeah.
The one with the reverse flip?
Yeah!
Well, you can't.
Huh?
You see, Billy, when you throw away money on wasted electricity, you throw away everything you could have done with it, including going to the state fair.
Oh, man.
Cheer up. This year, your parents will make it right. They're going to visit EnergySavers.gov, where they'll get tips on how to save energy and money. Then they'll add extra insulation and get a few of those Energy Star appliances. They could save hundreds of dollars a year. And you know what, Billy?
What?
They'll take you to the state fair next year.
But I want to go this year.
I know you do, Billy. I know you do. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
Have you always wanted to be on radio or television? Don't lie to yourself, of course you have. That means that you need to come to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. At ICB, you'll learn everything you need to know. Hands-on training in audio programming, video editing, and much, much more. Financial assistance is available for those who qualify, so you've got no excuse. Go online to beonair.com or call 630-916-1700 for more information. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting, where your career begins.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You're listening to NIU Huskies Hockey. Now let's send it back to Stephen and Marcus for more NIU hockey. And we're back here at the Edge Ice Arena in Bensonville, Illinois, as the Huskies find themselves down 9-0 to DePaul University. And Duffy just, nothing has gone right. They're 1 for 3 on the penalty kill. They're giving up goals from the blue line. Nick Bonin was pulled about, just past the halfway point of the second period.
Yep.
Johnny Perillo came in, and I believe Johnny gave up
3 goals.
Yep. To Drell, San Giacomo, and Barron. And they have 2 power play goals due the DePaul Blue Demons, but they need to start winning the board battles. They're not getting the board battle wins. They're making the tough pass.
They're not capitalizing on their chances. A lot of missed
chances.
Yeah, excuse me, a lot of missed chances, and really just a bad job all around by the defense. The offense just
nothing's working.
Nothing's working right now, and they're not getting any power plays because DePaul's doing a very good job staying out of the penalty box.
Yeah.
So we can't get any momentum from that. The penalty kill have given up 2 power play goals out of 3 chances. So just really everything is just on the downhill right now. So just really bad. And you can see everybody's leave. All the parents, they just can't take it anymore. They can't take the debacle.
They can't take it anymore. But I'm not saying it's impossible to come back, but it's improbable.
I would say it's like a 1 in a million chance for them. It would be like a miracle if they came back from this. But they'd have to get 10 goals in the third period somehow and don't give up
Hey, you
any
can get
goals.
9 goals and go to overtime.
Oh yeah, let's think
Perfect.
let's think that's gonna happen. But
You have to think positive, Duffy.
But I
Can't
mean-
be negative Nancy over here.
I mean, like you were, but what do you think they need to do tomorrow and Sunday, like we were talking about before the intermission there? What do you think they need to do to come back from this loss? Do you think they just need, hopefully Coach Ronaldo just gets this out of their heads after this loss tonight? Or do you just think that what do you think they need to do tomorrow?
Yeah, I think they need to finish this game out as strong as possible. Maybe get a couple goals, get your confidence up. But most importantly, you just have to forget about the game.
Yeah.
You have to just let it go.
Yeah, you can
focus on tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you can have bad games. There's teams that have bad games like this, and you can come back from it. You just need to forget about it, get it out of your head, and just go into tomorrow thinking that you're still one of the best teams in the MACA.
Yeah, I mean, you really are. As long as when you're healthy, you're playing your game, you're playing your systems, you're winning board battles, you're getting screens. If you can do all that stuff, Northern is a team that is a force to be reckoned with, and we saw that in the Friday game against ISU. You beat the #1 ranked team in the Central.
Yeah.
6-2.
Yeah.
You get 3 goals on 7 shots.
Like we said, very inconsistent.
And that consistency from Friday carried into the halfway through the third period of the Saturday game.
Basically, yeah, we played about 50 minutes of that game, and then we just like the last 10 minutes, we gave up 3 goals, and we let them win the game. Just really bad there, but like we said, just the inconsistency. We can be a team that can beat the #1 team in the MACA, but then we can beat a team like this where we lost to Florida Gulf Coast 9-1 or 8-1, and then we lose to a team like DePaul who's very good.
Yep.
But we could be better. I mean, we're losing 9-0 right now. It should be a lot closer. I mean, just miss chances, bad defense, just battle around. Just hopefully we can come out of this loss tomorrow and go into tomorrow thinking that we're still the best team in the MACA, which we are, I think.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
Yeah.
So let's look at the NHL scoreboard here. No games obviously going on right now, but tonight's games, there is a full docket. Toronto visits Buffalo, LA and New Jersey, Nashville and Pittsburgh, Anaheim and Carolina, Montreal and Columbus, Boston visits Ottawa, Washington and Detroit, Florida and Minnesota, and then the late games are Winnipeg and Philadelphia, Edmonton and San Jose. But we've already seen pictures of Versteeg at practice in a Blackhawks uniform. And I got to pull this up on Twitter. I believe he said he hopes he has a lot more years left in him.
Yeah.
He says, quote, I hopefully have a lot of years ahead of me. Hopefully it's as a Hawk because that's where my heart is.
That's nice to hear from that because, I mean, you know that he's in the 2010 year. He won a Stanley Cup here, so that's why you hear that from him because everybody loves Chicago. You obviously you hear from players they never complain when they get traded to Chicago in any sport, really, because Chicago is the greatest city in the world. I really think, and just you hear that from players. They love Chicago. They love coming here on away games, all teams, and they just love playing here. So that's why Versteeg, I think he just loves coming back here. It's going to be with Sean Bickel, and like people say on Twitter and Facebook, with Versteeg and a better score on the third line, we could see 8 or 9 goals every game.
Yeah, I think that was who was at Shaw.
Yeah.
I was like, now with Versteeg on the team, maybe we'll start having 8 goal nights.
I mean, it really is amazing. And then also with basketball, we got the Bulls tonight against the Raptors. They say Derrick Rose is probably doubtful for tonight, a game-time decision, but he says he's probably very doubtful. So we're probably going to see Kurt as the starter, and then Marcus Teague as the backup. So, and you got to do that with Derrick Rose because he had the knee injury last year. I think that Tibbs got to learn that it's all about the playoffs. It's not about, as long as you get enough wins to get in the playoffs, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what seed. You just need to get in the playoffs. So give some rest for your players, and that's what they're doing with Derrick Rose right now. I think they're just trying to get some rest for him, get Kurt in there as the starter, and try to win this Raptors game, which I think they should be able to do with the good player of Noah and Boozer right now.
Now, are you confident to have Heinrich as a starter, even though he is injury-prone?
Yeah, he is very injury-prone, but I think for a couple games he can be a starter because remember last year, I know that he played only I would say about 50 games last year. He missed about 30 of them. But, I mean, he's a very good starter. I think he could probably get 12 points, 8 assists usually as a starter a night.
Yeah.
I think he could be a starter for any other team if he wasn't so injury-prone because he just can't play that many minutes anymore. He can usually only play about 20 minutes a game.
Yeah.
He can't go up to 30 or 35 because then he starts to break down.
Yeah, and the Bulls, I mean, they've been an okay team. They haven't been the greatest team in the world.
They're 3-3 right now, but they beat the teams that they should have beat. They've lost to the teams that are the best in the conference right now.
And your first 4 games are all against playoff contending teams.
Exactly. So, I mean, everybody was really like
freaking out,
which I wasn't, because I know that they're beating the teams that they should beat, and right now just the chemistry needs to be there for the better team. So,
and you talk about chemistry. The Bulls starting 5 didn't even play together in the preseason.
Yeah, they didn't, because no one was out for the whole preseason. So I think now you're starting to see that they're starting to get that chemistry back, and they beat Cleveland by 15. They beat the Jazz by, I think, by 20.
Yep.
So they're starting to come into their own. Obviously, losing Derrick Rose is going to be a loss tonight, but they should still be able to beat the Raptors, who's a pretty decent team with Rudy Gay and some good players on that team. But they should be able to get the win.
So we're just about ready to start here, period number 3. Well, we're going to let Duffy do the play-by-play for the 3rd period because...
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I had to do it too at one point with Scott last year. And it's good practice.
I've done it before. Like I did it for a couple periods, but I would like to do it now that we're down 9-0. Might as well.
Take it away, Duffy.
All right, now NIU will take the puck. Hickey passes it over to Boris to the left side. Boris looks for a shot and a save by Colahut there, and a nice save there. Nice shot by Boris. Nice start by NIU right there.
Yeah, got a good face-off win there. Hickey gets the puck, and Hickey's the kind of offensive defenseman you like on the team where he can jump up on the play. Fed Boris, and Colahut made the chest save.
And DePaul ends up winning the face-off there, try to get it up the boards, and ends up missing them. And the icing is waved off because that ended up being touched up by number 25 there, Vince Volpe there. Boris ends up getting it back, flips it into the zone. Rosinsky tries to get it, but DePaul and Hickey ends up keeping it in. Takes a shot in, a tip in, and a nice save there by DePaul, by Cuddlehut.
So 19:22 left in the frame. Hickey, another good shot from the point. I think Leon might have deflected that out in front of Kettlehut. Rosinsky was in on the area, but that's what we talked about. Huskies got to start getting shots on Kettlehut, getting some deflections out in front, and that's the way you're going to beat DePaul.
Yeah, I mean, you really just need to get those kind of tip-ins and garbage goals, because that's really their defense is doing pretty good tonight. So now Remley ends up winning the face-off, but DePaul ends up taking it. LJ gets a tip on it, and DePaul gets it into the zone. Perillo tries to play it, but misses it. Fans on it. DePaul grabs it back, number 11. And Remley gets it. Now he's bringing it up the ice through the neutral zone and shoots and gets a shot on Cuddlehut there. Cuddlehut.
Yep.
And be a face-off to the right of Cuddlehut here, to the right.
So the face-off going to be to the left of Kettlehut. And Huskies 3 straight shots on goal on him. And they're starting to get some opportunities here. And that's what you need to do. Again, just hit shots to the net, no matter where they're from. You got to start creating your own opportunities. You're down 9-0 with 19 minutes left.
And DePaul now back in their zone. Gets it up the boards. Now they got a 2-on-1 with Matthew Porter, and he takes a shot and saved by Alex Hare. Actually, Alex Hare.
Oh yeah,
Alex Hare is out there. Johnny must have maybe got hurt there.
Yeah, Johnny's sitting in behind Bonin. So yeah, good catch by you there with Hare back in net.
Yep. And Sukel now takes it, but tries to get it out in front, and takes it away by DePaul. And now DePaul, number 90, Mike Dotson brings it up. He brings it around the boards. Hickey rubs him off the puck. Sukel takes it. Now board battle with Pearson Barone. And now Greenberg passes it over for Hickey. Hickey couldn't quite put his stick on it. And now DePaul, number 21, Mike Peritol gets it. Alex Hare tries to play it, gets it out of there. And now Rob Bach takes it up, trying to look for Greenberg. Nice saucer pass to him. Greenberg looking for a shot, gets it around. A shot and a save by Cullahut there. And now Greenberg takes it back at the neutral zone. Gets it over for Bach. Bach up to Hickey. Hickey looking for the offense again. And Hickey tries to pass it, but a nice stop there by DePaul. Nice stick out in front, and Bach gets taken off the puck. And now DePaul takes it. Number 13, Joe Feldman, gets it into Alex Hare. Alex Hare is going to play that puck, and he gets it over for Pounds. Pounds gets around and gets it taken away by number 23, Nick Oliver. He tries to take a shot, but a nice stop there by nice block by Netzela. Fans on it by Nick Oliver. And again they take it. The nice forecheck by DePaul there again. And now number 2, Ryan Murray, passes it back and resets for DePaul. While DePaul gets a change, NIU takes the puck and sends it in by Rob Bach. And now Nick Oliver takes it again, passes it over for number 14, Joe Sanchez, who has a goal tonight. And Brian Pounds takes it back, gets it out of the zone. But a nice forecheck there by Oliver. Oliver gets it up, looking for a pass, can't quite get it, and gets it over for Joe Sanchez. Joe Sanchez back to Oliver. Oliver gets a block by Hurling, good block by him. And now Schwartz takes it. Schwartz over for Leon, but gets taken away by Oliver. Oliver looking for a pass in the middle, couldn't quite get it by Schwartz, good stop there. And Hurling tries to get it up the boards finally, and a nice flip out by him. And Oliver ends up taking it back in, taken by DeVito, and he gets taken off the puck. And Nick Leon looking for Rosinski. Rosinski has a breakaway right now, looking for a shot, and a nice save by Cuddlehut.
Big glove save there by David Kettlehut, and that's going to be an icing call. But
best chance for NIU right there with Rosinski on a breakaway. He usually gets those breakaway goals on goalies, but Cuddlehut ended up beating him on the glove side.
Yeah, Nick Leon, good strong pass through the neutral ice to find Rosinski. Rosinski, I think, knew he was going to go top shelf the entire time, but Cuddlehut was a little bit better on that one. The Huskies still trail by 9.
And DePaul ends up winning it. Murray gets it after the face-off win by DePaul. Hickey ends up keeping it in. Hickey gets taken off the puck, and it's going to be finally the first penalty on DePaul there. Looks like it's going to be on number 14, Joe Sanchez, who has a goal tonight and a big scorer for DePaul.
So, elbowing is the call on Sanchez, and the Huskies are going to get their first power play of the night, as Duffy said, at the 4:26 mark of period number 3.
And this is where NIU needs to get a goal because their power play is one of their best assets. Need to get some momentum in this period and try to get a goal before this game ends. And now gets taken, and the puck actually ends up coming right by us.
God, I need my baseball mitt.
And
see, good thing I still have my baseball skills with me.
Yeah, that was flipped up so high that that came all the way by us, but now it's going to be a face-off out of the zone with Rosinski, Leon, Boers, Hurlin, and Hickey as our power play.
Yeah, the number 1 power play unit out there.
Yep. Hurlin gets it over Hickey. Hickey now looking up the boards, gets it up the neutral zone to the right of Cuddlehut, now looking, and it gets taken away, and Rosinski ended up with the puck. And he's looking for a backhand shot, gets it back to Hurlin. Hurlin takes a shot, and a nice block out there by DePaul. He gets it over for Leon. Leon shoots, and net comes off the moorings.
But another good save there by Kettlehut, and his defenseman helped him out there, diving to make the save.
Yep.
And the Huskies just can't bury it.
They just can't get a break right now. I mean, Brzezinski just couldn't get a stick on the puck there, you saw. But then the net came off the mooring, so very lucky there by Cuddlehut.
So, minute 30 left on the power play, 15 minutes left in the game. Huskies still trail by 9.
And it's going to be a face-off again. Bad drop by the ref.
Actually, I think one of the linesmen was going to throw one of the DePaul players out. I believe that was Orico.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be actually Barron in the face-off circle.
Good catch by you, Rosinski. And now they're going to maybe throw Rosinski out of the...
And I think there might be another penalty, I think. Yeah, there's going to be another penalty here on 91 Barron.
You know what for?
I didn't see what the call was.
I mean, obviously it came off a face-off there, but I mean, I don't know what he did.
Is it going to be number 1? Who's it going to be? There's a couple guys going to the penalty box.
Looks like it's going to be number 15, John Orico. And now it's going to be a 5-on-3 for NIU. So if they can get a quick goal here, they could have a nice goal and a 5-on-4 too. After a quick goal on a 5-on-3, and now Pickett with it, back to play. Hurlin looking for a shot, He shoots it. Oh, and a blocker save by Cuddlehutt. Good save by him. He's been making a lot of good saves here in the third period. And finally, they get the puck that was by us back out on the ice.
So Huskies will have a minute 16 of 5-on-3. Looking like Duffy said to score 2 quick goals here to get back into this game.
And Brzezinski ends up winning the face-off. He's on the boards now with Leon. He ends up winning the puck, looking back for Leon. Left to the right of Cuddlehutt and misses Pickett. And now DePaul, number 23, Nick Oliver, ends up taking it out to Ersting. And DePaul's just going to play a little bit keep away here. And they end up flipping it in. And Ersting actually ends up taking it again, just playing keep away from NIU. And they end up flipping it all the way to the NIU bench there. And it's going to be a face-off to, I think, the right of Cuddlehutt.
So 40 seconds left on the 5-on-3. 14-14 left here in period 3. 9-0 DePaul University as the Huskies looking to create some kind of opportunity here on the 5-on-3. They just need to win the face-off, get a cycle going here, and DePaul's going to win it.
And now back to play, and Pickett tries to keep it in, but just couldn't quite do it. Now all the way back down for Alex Hare. Alex Hare is going to keep it there for Pickett. Pickett ends up taking it up the ice. Tries to get by Nick Oliver there. Gets into the zone. Gets it over for Leon, and just spans on the pass and goes out of the zone. Now Nick Leon passes it back for Brzezinski, and 5 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Brzezinski looking for a shot. Just couldn't quite get his shot off there. And Brzezinski now over for Leon. Leon looking for Boris. And now Leon gets the puck back under the net. And it gets taken away by DePaul there. And now 18 seconds left on the 5-on-4, and then he gets it over for number 17, Anthony
Rosabio.
Yeah,
some of these names are a little difficult.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure some of them out. Now Nick Leon ends up taking it up the ice. A lot of speed by him into the zone. And gets around it, check, and a nice save by Cuddlehutt there with the right pad. And now Boris now with the puck. Boris over under the net. And he still has the puck with Nick Remley. Now Nick Remley takes it looking for Hurlin. He ends up putting it back, but nobody was there to receive the pass. Now DePaul gets it up the boards, and Hurlin's going to go all the way back for it, and it should be an icing there. And it will be. With 12:36 left, it's still 9-0, but so far NIU's got a lot of speed in this period and much better.
Yeah, they've gotten a lot more opportunities, especially on that 5-on-3. Or not on the 5-on-3, but full strength. They've gotten a lot of goals, a lot of shots on even strength opportunities. And at 5-on-3, they just couldn't win a face-off and get things set up. And when they did,
if they have a lot of goals, we'd be very happy right now, but they don't have a lot of goals yet.
If they get things set up and win the face-off on the 5-on-3, they get some good opportunities. But you have to give credit to Cuddlehutt in the defense to deny all those chances.
Yeah. And now back to play, and Kevin Schwartz takes off the puck, and now LJ takes it at the right of Alex Hare. And now number 7 for DePaul, Connor Drell takes it. He's under the net with Kevin Schwartz trying to rub him off, trying to get the puck from him. And now Sukel gets it out, but he just fans on the pass, and a nice shot there by Ersting, but a better glove save by Alex Hare.
Yeah, Alex Hare hasn't been really tested much in this period, but when he has been tested, he's made the saves and really kept the team from falling down even farther than they already are.
And in case you're just joining us, Nick Bonin gave up 6 goals in the first, I would say, 30 minutes of the game, so they went with Johnny Perillo. But just 5 minutes ago, seemed to be got hurt, so now Alex Hare, was supposed to be the third goalie tonight. He's actually playing right now, and he's probably supposed to be playing tomorrow as well.
So it's a good thing. It's not a good thing, but with Coletta out and Stetz out, and Cantilla out, you can dress 3 goalies, and this is one of the nights where you're kind of lucky that you can put 3 goalies on your roster.
Yeah, and obviously you see that there, and I'm not sure why Johnny Perillo came out there. I'm not sure if he got injured or something like that, but nevertheless, back to play. Number 25 for DePaul, Vince Volpel.
Volpe.
Okay. Volpe ended up taking it now in number 27 for them. Matthew Lundgren, thank you. He keeps helping me with the names. And they end up keeping it in by Ersting. Ersting gets it taken away. And now Bach up with it to Brian Pounds. Pounds takes a shot and a blocker saved by Cuddlehut. And now DePaul takes it back up the ice through the neutral zone, and it gets taken away by Bach. Bach, not Box. Bach heads up, gets it up the ice and almost hits.
I think it hit Mikey Raporto in the back of the head.
Yeah. And the coaches are not having a good night right now. Down 9-0. Now Mikey Raporto gets it in the back of the head there.
Unless he's like, Mikey's like, why'd you duck out of the way? You're supposed to block that for me.
And I think
he's bleeding.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to go to the locker room there.
Oh,
let's hope that he doesn't have a concussion from that.
So not only are you down players now you're down a coach.
Now you're going to lose a coach after just not a lucky night for the NIU Huskies.
Oh, poor Mikey.
Yeah, he's definitely bleeding. I see some blood on that hand. Yeah,
Mikey's got to go off for repairs.
He is not going to be one happy camper after this game. Getting hit in the head by a puck and losing right now 9-0.
Oh my gosh.
But Jake Judge,
anything that can go wrong has gone wrong.
Yeah. But Jake is back to the center after playing a little defense in that second period. And a nice tip and another save by Alex Hare there off the tip by DePaul. And another shot and another tip just wide to the right of Alex Hare. Schwartz gets it up and a takeaway and another shot on Hare. Hare pads that away. Now DePaul takes it back again. Good forecheck by them. Now number 10, Matthew Porter takes it. He keeps it in, and he's looking for the center pass. And he shoots in just to the right of Alex Hare. Now Murray passes it around the boards, and Schwartz tries to get it, but nevertheless, number 11, Carbonero.
I know.
I'm having trouble with these ends. I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to look at them at the beginning of the game.
That's going to be icing. But yeah, hey, I got thrown into the fire last year too. So it's not like, it's kind of like a rite of passage.
But I think I do a little bit better every time.
You did? This is better than the Eastern game.
Well, yeah, and I think I did better when you had to go to the bathroom.
Hey!
So I had to take over for a couple minutes there.
Four-wall information, please.
What? I told people that you had to go to the bathroom anyway.
Thank you. Really appreciate that.
What do you think they would have thought you would? What, to go get a pretzel again?
Yeah. Oh, I'd like my pretzels.
But
jeez Louise, man.
But NIU is going to have a face-off to the left, and they're going to stay with the fourth line out there with Maher, Jake, and Gorzica out there. Kevin Schwartz ends up taking it after the win by Jake. Can't get it out with number 15. John Erko ends up sending it in. Alex Hare playing the third defenseman role there. When the puck gets it over, and now Gorzica gets it. Gorzica sends it in. Cuddlehut had to be careful making sure that he didn't make a funny bounce off the boards there. Now DePaul behind the nets. Good forecheck by Rosinski, but they ended up getting it up. Now Leon takes it into the zone, looking for Rosinski, ends up getting blocked. Leon tried to take the shot, getting blocked by Petro there. And now Leon gets the puck back, looking for Rosinski. Rosinski ends up getting it taken away. And now Joe Feldman gets it taken away by Hickey. Hickey looking for Boris. Boris takes a shot in. Oh, and I think that went up into the neck or the chin there of Cuddlehut. I think he got kind of stunned. But another good save by him there.
Yeah, he kind of had to stand up and make that save. It looked like an awkward save by Cuddlehut.
Yeah.
And like you said, it might have gotten up underneath the neck protector there, but nonetheless, he makes the save. 9:20 left in the game. Huskies trail 9-0 with the Remley, Sukel, and Greenberg line.
Yep, the second line here with LJ and Herlin at the defense, and Remley ends up winning that, but it ends up going outside the zone. Herlin ends up just slapping it in there. And now Remley ends up taking it, but taken away by DeVito there. I got it. DeVito ends up going up and goes to the right of Alex Hare there from Oliver. Good stop by LJ there. Herlin. ends up flipping it over, and that should be an icing unless it gets, yep, that's going to be an icing from NIU by the flip there by Hurlin. And 8:51 left in this game. So far, no goals in this period after 9 goals by DePaul in the first 2 periods. 3 in the first and 6 in the second.
Yep.
So
and this is the way we thought the game was going to go in this third period so far. Back and forth. Couple good chances by each team, but the goalie's making big saves.
Yeah, it really should have been going like this all game, but just a bad game by NIU. Now DePaul takes it and goes under the pads, and Alex Hare couldn't find it, but he ends up finally getting the glove on it and stop play by the ref there.
So 8:47 left, and the faceoff going to be to the right of Hare. So the Huskies have used all 3 goaltenders. Hare was not supposed to come into this game, and then he was supposed to start his next 3 games, or at least the next 3 or 4 against Iowa, Robert Morris, and ISU.
And a shot again, 2 shots on goal on Hare there by Oliver and DeVito. By this first line of DePaul really has had a pretty good night here. Joe Sanchez, DeVito, and Nick Oliver, who have been the big scorers for them all year. Nick Oliver and Joe Sanchez had 29 points coming into this game, and both of them have a couple points in this game, so still with that scoring streak for them. Now Kevin Schwartz takes it after Nidzila ends up winning the face-off. Now Pickett off the boards to Brian Pounds. Pounds gets it taken away by Connor Drell there. Drell tries to get around Pickett. Pickett ends up taking it and gets it over for Nidzila. And he tries to get it up to Pounds, but that gets taken away by Oliver. And Nidzila takes it and looking for Kevin Schwartz. Gets it over to him. Schwartz tries to get it out of the zone, but just couldn't quite do it. DeVito keeps it in, gets it, tries to get it to the front to Joe Sanchez. And now Rob Bach takes it out of the zone. He's looking to get into the zone, looking for Pickett. And that ends up getting sticked away by DePaul up into the netting. And it's going to be a face-off out of the zone to the right, to the left of Cuddle Hut. Not out of the zone, in the zone.
In the zone.
In the offensive zone to the left of Cuddle Hut.
So tomorrow's broadcast will be at about 3 o'clock tomorrow as we'll take on Illinois State University. Same time, or same rink, the West rink here where the Steel play in Bensonville at the Edge. And then Sunday at 5 o'clock, and we'll take on the Robert Morris Eagles the third and final time. We'll face that team this season. And that's going to be an offsides.
Yeah, an offsides by DePaul there, so it's going to be a face-off with this fourth line playing a little bit more since we're down 9-0 here. And you don't see Mike Reporter on the bench right now because he got hit by a puck in the head and he was bleeding, so he had to go to the locker room. So they're just losing players, they're losing coaches, they're just losing everybody left to right. So just an unlucky night for the Huskies right now. Murray ends up getting it around Alex Hare. Slows it down for Hickey there. Hickey trying to look for Gorzica. He tries to play a little offense here in the third period. Tries to get it up. Gets it taken away. Now Hurlin takes it at the neutral zone. Hurlin goes in the neutral, through the neutral zone. Now Gorzica takes a shot to the right of Cuddle Hut. Now Jake takes it, and he tried to find Gorzica, and he ends up missing him. Jake takes it back after a ring around the boards from Hurlin. And now Murray takes it up the boards to number 27 there, Matthew Lundgren. And now Hickey, and now DePaul has it in our zone. Hickey's trying to, ooh, nice hit there by Maher. You don't see that by Maher too much, even though he's a fourth liner. You don't see him hit a lot of people.
It looks like Hickey's going to go to the box, but yeah, good hit by the smaller Maher there.
Yep.
So later today, the Huskies D3 team at 4:40 will take on the Robert Morris University Black team over on the John Street rink, which is just maybe another minute down the road. A lot of other games. There's a couple women's games tonight. Robert Morris women taking on Miami of Ohio. Maryhurst and Robert University Pennsylvania, the D1 teams, are going to take on each other here at the West Rink too. As Mikey is,
and we see Mikey coming off the steps right now after getting hit by the puck. But now back to play, and it's going, like we said, it's going to be a 4-on-4. Actually, penalties on both teams. on Hickey and number 4, Chris Ersting from DePaul. So it's going to be 4-on-4 here for 2 minutes. And the puck ended up getting win by DeVito. DeVito looking for a shot, taken away by Rosinski. Good stick there by Rosinski. Rosinski brings it up with Pickett and Leon with him. He ends up missing the pass, and now
Oh boy, which one?
Pierce Barone.
Barron.
Barron takes it, and now LJ has it back in our zone. And Leon looking for Pickett. Pickett gets it up, has it behind the nets, looking for Leon. Taking some time off the clock here. And now up for Leon, ends up missing him, and that's going to be an icing there by NIU after the missed pass to Leon from Pickett.
Excuse me. So tomorrow's games, D3 plays at 8 o'clock on the John Street Rink against Robert Morris University Springfield. We will be here against Illinois State. That game's at 3 o'clock here at the West Rink at Robert Morris. And then Sunday, we'll be playing at 5:30 against Robert Morris Maroon, while Northern Illinois, the D3 team, takes on Indiana at the new game at the John Street Rink. So that's the upcoming schedule here for the tournament.
And back to play here. Pickett gets it up for LJ. LJ sticks it to Leon. Leon now through the offensive zone. Ends up getting it taken away by DePaul there. By number 91. Now bound DeVito. Ends up getting it up for Murray. Murray gets it blocked away. Check that. Actually, that's number 17, Anthony Rosabio. Now Pickett ends up trying to get him off the puck. Gets it over for Vince Volpe. And now Pickett ends up gloving it away out of the zone. And now Leon takes it up for Leon and Brzezinski have a 2-on-2 right now. Looking for a pass from his defense coming into the zone. Now Leon he tries to get over for Kevin Schwartz, and Schwartz ends up missing the pass. And now Alex Hare is going to come out. And he gets it over for Schwartz. Schwartz ends up mishandling it, but he ends up getting it up to Leon. Now it's going to be Boris and Herlin. They can hurry with a 2-on-1, and a good stick and a diving stick there by DePaul there by number 7, Connor Drell. And now Greenberg with it in the offense zone with Boris. Boris tries to get it for Nazila. And now DePaul has it. He gets it up for number 13, Joe Feldman. Joe Feldman gets knocked off the puck by Herlin. Greenberg ends up trying to get it up the boards, but stopped there by number 12, Mike Varshevsky. And that ends up going up to the boards, and Boris having a board battle with Varshevsky right now. And Schwartz ends up trying to find, and he almost had Greenberg, but Greenberg just couldn't handle the pass there. Now Nedzila gets it over for Greenberg, but now behind the nets, and DePaul ends up taking it. Greenberg trying to get the puck back, but just couldn't quite do it. DePaul looking to the right and gets it up the ice. Now Alex Hare ends up playing it to Brian Pounds. Brian Pounds brings it up through neutral zone. And he brings it around the boards, trying to look for LJ, but DePaul ends up taking it. LJ takes it back. Greenberg tries to get it up the ice to Brian Pounds, but that gets taken away by number 15, John Orko there. He gets it back for 13. Shot and a save by Alex Hare after a nice shot there and save. And it's going to be a face-off to the left of Alex Hare.
So at 3:15 left in the game, Huskies are going to fall here to DePaul. They're going to fall to, let's see if I can get the record here, to 8-7-2 on the season.
And back to the play here. And DePaul looking in, a good save by Alex Hare there after a nice pass to the slot to number 23, Nick Oliver from DeVito.
Oliver is a big boy.
He is. Like I said in the beginning of the game, I'm very impressed with his size. And he's like a Brian Bickley. It looks like he can play some, he's got a lot of points this year, and he's got the size to hit some people too. And back to the play here. And Rimley tries to get it out, but DePaul keeps it in. Now Brian Pounds takes it. Gets it taken away, and they send it down. And it's going to make it to Cuddle Hut, so no icing there.
Oliver is 6'4".
6'4"?
Off skates.
Yeah, and probably 6'7" on skates. Yeah, I would say. Yeah, that's a big boy right there. But now Nick Remley takes it. Gets it over for Pickett. Pickett rings it around the boards into the offensive zone. With 2:30 left in the game. Huskies are down 9-0 to DePaul right now. 3 goals in the first, 6 goals in the second, and now Nick Oliver has 2-on-1, and he takes a shot and a goal.
Wow.
Nice slap shot and beating him glove side on Alex Hare.
I mean, that's one of the hardest slap shots I've seen.
Yeah, that's a pretty hard slap shot that we've seen in this kind of league here. I mean, obviously NHL Chara and those 120-mile-an-hour slap shots are pretty hard, but that was a nice slap shot there, and now it's 10-0.
So with Oliver scoring, there has been 8 different goal scorers for DePaul in this game. The only one that has 2 goals is Barron.
So Pierce Barron has 2 goals, but like he said, 8 goals. 8 different goals, but so a lot of offense by this team from everybody on this team. 2 minutes left in the game, down 10-0 the Huskies are. And now DePaul just sends it in to Alex Hare there. Alex Hare gets it over for Gorzica. And Josh ends up giving a nice hit there to number 12, Mike Varshevsky. And now there's a board battle with Jake and Hurlin back there, or it's LJ actually. And now DePaul ends up winning the board battle, like my partner said, got to win the board battles, but haven't been doing that tonight. And now number 27 for DePaul takes it, Matthew Lundgren. And now DeBoris takes it away. Now Leon looking for Rosinski, just couldn't quite get it over to him. Boris trying to get a goal here, making sure that they don't have a shutout here. Just couldn't, but to the right of Cuddle Hut there. Rosinski keeps it in the zone. 1 minute left in the game. Down 10-0. The Huskies are trying to get a goal, so there's not a shutout here. And into the glove of Alex Hare from the shot of Chris Ersting. Alex Hare just wants to play that. And Ersting takes it off the puck for Rosinski. Could have been a hook there, but looks like they're not going to call anything with 40 seconds left in the game. Gets over Rosinski, and Rosinski couldn't bury it over Cuddle Hut's glove.
There'll be a hooking call here. And I think Rosinski's shot actually went off the goal post there.
The goal post?
I think it went off like the corner, the crossbar in the far corner there.
And that's just the way that the Huskies been going for them offensively tonight. Off the goal post, off just to the right of Cuddle Hut. I mean, really just really haven't been getting shots, a lot of shots on net on him, because they've just been missing their chances.
So the Huskies are going to go on the power play here to finish the game.
With 30 seconds left, Hickey takes a shot and ends up getting blocked down front by DePaul, and they ends up sending it out. And Alex Hare is going to leave it for Schwartz. With 20 seconds left, Huskies should have one more rush here to end the game. Rosinski making a nice move there through neutral zone, looking for Hickey. Hickey takes a shot and a good save by Cuddle Hut. Probably best save by him, besides maybe the Rosinski breakaway, but one of his better saves of tonight. With 7 seconds left, still 10-0. Huskies down. One last chance for them to get a goal here. Rosinski wins the puck. And that's going to do it here in this first game of the weekend. And the Huskies end up falling 10-0 to DePaul. And really just a rough game for all the goalies. Hare giving up a goal, Perillo giving up 3, and Bonner giving up 6. And no offense from this team as well. No goals on Cuddle Hut. Cuddle Hut gets the shutout for DePaul.
So the Huskies do fall 10-0. Good job, partner, on your third period play-by-play. It's getting better.
It is a little bit better. I need to get better with the names, obviously, but But I think that's the one thing that's my one.
It's all practice.
Yep.
It's better to make mistakes here than when you go to the Hawks or something.
We're down 9-0 right now, so I mean, might as well get some practice in.
Get the practice in. So the Huskies fall 10-0, 3 goals in the first, 6 goals in the second, 1 goal in the third. You saw all 3 goaltenders play. Bonin in the first about 30 minutes. Johnny finished out the second period, and then Hare came in and gave up 1 goal, which was an absolute rocket from Oliver, and it finished 10-0 here at the Edge Ice Arena. So the Huskies now fall 8-7-2 on the season, and they'll be back in action tomorrow at 3 o'clock here at the West Rink in Bensonville to take on Illinois State, who plays right now against the Robert Morris University Maroon team. So
and I don't
a lot of changes Huskies got to make in 24 hours.
Yeah, I don't think that the coaches are going to want to do an interview after this game tonight. After the game.
No, I think we can just wrap things up.
Yeah, I would say, especially since usually it's Mikey Raporto, but especially since he got hit with a puck in the head, so that's not very good there either. But, but yeah, that's going to do it here.
Well, okay, before we go off, what do you think? What are your top 3 things they have to fix for tomorrow?
Well, obviously better.
I know there's a lot.
Obviously, I think the number one thing, better goaltending, is number 1. Number 2, better penalty kill. I think DePaul was 2 for 4. I think 3 for 4. I think they got 2 or 3 goals off the power play, so better penalty kill. And then also, I think that they just need to they can't miss chances on the 2 or 3 on ones that they had, a lot of them tonight, and they just kept missing the chances. Got to get some shots on goal, and they just couldn't do that tonight. So better goaltending, better penalty kill, and more shots on goal on these shaky goaltenders. Just really, those are the 3, I think, big things that they need to do tomorrow against another good team that they're going against, ISU.
Well, the Huskies fall 10-0, 8-7-2 on the year. We'll be back in action tomorrow at 3 o'clock here from the West Wing as they take on Illinois State. So for Stephen Duffy, Dan Sanchez, I'm Marcus Grosick saying so long, everybody.
Right or wrong, tonight